have to be careful where I click on things because it's doing the music up and down quite a lot by accidentally clicking in the wrong space. Okay, so welcome back to Pathfinder. We are up to session number 122, or season 6, episode 14. They are up to the 27th day of the 7th month of the year 4710. And they are in the glorious city of Korvosa, where the Chilexians rule, and devilish fun happens all the time. And it is the home of the High Priestess of Lust, Bimwinkle. Who I'm sure will make more appearances soon. At the table today we have Peter.
Greetings! I'm playing Lord Willie One Kenobi, human monk of Yangahoth, the Dwarven City. I am currently married to Ruby One Kenobi, my wife, who is in charge of the Hell Knights, and what I'm assuming is a part of her sense of humour. She's made me second in command.
Well, hey, you are now have authority over Sir Hemorrhoids.
Really?
Yeah.
Excellent.
And you wondered what the upside was.
That would be funny.
I'm sure he'll bring some cream to help you at some point.
Yes.
Online today we have Mark.
Hi, I'm playing 2IC Scar, the old barbarian, and his pet panther Fanny, who's currently getting full up nicely after running some bad vampires. But thanks to his master Scar, those vampires no longer exist.
Yes, you have dusted them nicely.
That's right. They're now my favourite enemy.
And I'm sure we'll get to the sparkly variant shortly.
That's right.
Next up online we have is Josh.
Hello, I play Harry Potter, the brother's wizard known to man, hailing from Rulebook. Harry Potter is the somehow charismatic one of the group,
And known by many men.
and known by many men, women, and thieves.
And apparently he now has his little mascot with him.
Yep, perfect.
And lastly today we have M.
Hello, I play Jasper. Seer of the Stars. Maker of some potions, and the bane of the enemy and the joy in the party. As often mentioned, I am very obsessed with looking up and gazing at our very glorious sky of steel stars.
Alright, just been having a attention-seeking cat.
Perfect example of what happens when there's two cat lovers in the party, being Willie Kenobi and Star, who both have either cat stars or cat minions or cat ghosty deities.
And now they have a cat companion.
And now they actually have a cat, so you got your trifecta there.
The difference between Ray and Jasper is that one has a sense of direction.
Well, Jasper always knows which way is north.
Exactly. I know which way is north.
Not that that helps Jasper.
Exactly who knows.
Okay, so who wants to do the recap of what happened last session? If anyone remembers.
I came to halfway, so it's probably just somebody else. So.
Apparently, there's a vacancy in the what? Actually,
Some stuff over my animals. Pretty shiny toys. Oh look, we're back on the ground. And oh look, there's a cleric, and oh look, we've got to investigate more. And I think that's not what I remember.
are you remembering last session or the session before?
The session before.
Possibly some of the last session before as well.
Actually, that was all the session before.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Last session was us effectively doing the period of time between the end of last session and the beginning of this session, where we had some downtime. We could do some various things in the city, and also allowed us to select some magic items provided to us by the Pathfinders. So basically, we got a whole heap of magic items. Scar and I did a few bits and pieces. I'm not sure what you guys ended up doing. We got a letter from the Queen, basically thanking us for our efforts in killing off the vampires, or the vampire spawn. And now we're basically looking to further our investigation into the cultists and anything else that might be going on, and the disease and the vectors and all that sort of stuff. I hope I haven't missed anything.
No, that was pretty much it. Though I do have short words written down for each of the characters.
I must be so tired the other week. The other week was as well. I only barely remember doing the buying session.
Do you even remember what you have?
I did write it down, thankfully. I think. I haven't looked at my character sheet yet, but I'm pretty sure I was writing it down. I know the screenshots of what we were choosing in the chat as well, so.
Mm-hmm. And the only people that picked all the items were Parry.
Oh, that's right. I was supposed to pick.
And
I was
Scar.
supposed to pick my, I think, second, third, and fourth level usable, consumable items. That's right. I'll do that after I put me to bed, because it's my turn tonight. Hi. Hi. You want to say the matter right now? Good night.
It's okay. Therion says goodnight as well as he obviously walks in front of the screen. As you get a close-up of Therion going, hey, what the hell's going on? There's a camera. Okay, so last session we did have a rebalance of items, so everyone should be on the same page with what they've got. So no matter how advanced you get, you should still be fairly fair. Especially if you lose your character again with a, oops, did I just fall down a hole and die?
Yes.
And you spent 4 days dealing with stuff. We had Aziz go to the Temple of Pharasma and start filing paperwork, especially as I'm sure he'll have a file dedicated just to Parry and Parry's extended family. Then Jasper went and took a doll from the toy store, which Em said she would have details of it ready by this week. Then Willie and Scar managed to track down a feral dog and drain spiders as pets for the were-rats. You decided not to go with the spiders that make drugs.
No. I thought that might be a big bad mistake.
But it was quite funny that they're available in the city as a random encounter.
Yeah. We also almost got mugged.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think that was the highlight of your travels.
I got to smack some people around without killing them.
And then we had Parry working with the items to, he felt he needed a hands-on experience with them all. He is Parry after all. And Scar also found out his pet will be taking at least a month of downtime before Scar will be running around on all 4 limbs again. Unless, of course, you get someone to cast a regeneration on your cat.
I think Fang needs a bit of a break.
Fang did have a break, that's the problem.
I know it's not kind of thought that is a bad GMJ, I'm just put it out there right now.
I was being literal instead of figurative.
So, I'm even crossing yesterday tonight, okay? Just put it out there.
I'm aiming to get 3 crosses, so I'll see how I go.
Okay. Good start so far, you're on that, so.
Okay, so you had been given multiple things that you'd been asked to look into. Technically, a bunch of missions for Crusader, who is in charge of the Korvosan Guard. The first one had been looking into the wreck of the Diapetian, which is the ship in the bottom of the water. The second one was dealing with the sewer rats, which turned out to be Ratman.
Yes, that's where I fucked up.
Could have been worse.
It could have been.
You could have fallen down a hole and died.
Well, been eaten by a otehr.
Then there is looking into the potential cure for the curse. Then there is the vampire problem. Apparently they suck.
Yes.
And is that a second there, Mark? Have I already scored 2 marks? Oh well, we'll see how we go. And there was the lost musician. So you were looking to either save the musician, which you know is less pressing than someone selling fake cures.
Yes.
As there is a literal magical item called snake oil. So you could be a snake oil salesman. All those fun innuendos.
But yes, at the end of the last session, we determined that the snake oil salesman was the man we were going to go, or the person we were going to go and have a chat with. Awesome, thank you. Excellent.
Hopefully that's all.
And you had found out, what did you find out about the snake oil salesman? A Chelish woman that goes by the name of Vendra Logiri, who's a perfumery, and had previously done a promotion free imp with every purchase. And she runs a shop called Lavender's Luxuriant Liniment.
That's right.
Which is also the name of her cure-all for everyone's ills. If you can pay, you can be cured. And I'm sure the first dose is free.
It always is.
And so yes, you are on the night of the 27th with time to prepare anything you want for the morning before you rest up, and basically will have been fully rested by that stage as we go into the next stage. Or anything you wanted to prepare the night before? And pointing out Parry should be sorting out his active spells at this point as well.
No, I'm good.
He's do some push-ups and sit-ups. Just to make sure he maximises his bulgy muscle strength through those sort of tone and cushion.
Are you going to use some of Parry's oil for making it glimmer and catch the light just right?
I don't need to do that. That's not the tactical thing.
So does that mean that Parry's oil is made from your sweat?
I can't say yes or no because I don't know the actual answer to that.
We just said it was natural to you, so that's why I asked.
I couldn't say even Harry just, got a spoon out across my skin or sleeping or something like that and put it in the jar. I don't know. That's a question for Harry that I can't answer. So.
That is gross.
To be honest, it's all about you from the report and who knows what it's handles.
Harry does, I'm sure.
Oh, Harry definitely does.
And Parry's probably written it in some shorthand somewhere where people are going, what does this formula do? I'm sure it's some sort of fantastic potion.
Yes, some alchemical
Wonder.
formula, and you're like,
That's been passed down through the generations of the Hodders. Or should I say generation of the Hodders, because there's only, Parry is still the only second generation of the family line. With many dead siblings.
yes.
Which I'm sure he'll come to light at some stage about. Okay. As you have nothing else to prepare for the next day, morning rolls round with the general rouse of the Korvosan Guard's bell announcing its sunrise.
Yep.
And being told you have 5 minutes to get to the food hall or you're on your own.
Yeah, my character goes and gets breakfast.
And food is not that bad. It's not stale bread. It's not yesterday's food. There's some fresh stuff mixed in there. So the Queen's obviously looking after the guard. Whereas there are reports that in the previous year it was stale bread, as the Queen hadn't gotten and changed all the King's previous instructions.
So I get the feeling that the Queen is a little bit more popular with the military than the old King was.
Well, the old King paid them.
Yeah.
They didn't know the difference until they started to get better food.
Are they still getting paid?
They're still getting paid, but they're getting better food.
There's a lot to be said for good food.
Mm-hmm. And apparently the Queen has been supplementing their forces with her own special forces, so their workload is not as heavy.
So the Grey Maidens have been running around doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So not only is they're getting paid, they're doing less work, getting good food, and getting more rest. Now, can you tell me that would be someone who you could convince to overthrow their ruler?
No. Well, unless there were morally objectionable things that she was doing and attempting to get you to do. But it doesn't seem that way.
Nothing that they've heard of.
So no. Seems like a fairly safe.
And it seems a safe bet that her personal guards get preferential treatment because, hey, she's basically looking after everyone else.
Mm.
But of course, I'm sure the poor have different ideas. They always do.
Yeah. You can never make those bastards happy.
Yes.
If they didn't like it, they wouldn't be poor.
Yes, I believe there's a lot of those beliefs going around. Especially when it's said from a prince or a consort to a royalty going, hey, if you just, applied yourself, you could be where I am.
Yeah. Like, yeah, if I was born into, the lap of luxury, I could be where you were, or where you are.
And if you could afford that decent education and those fine clothes and all that healthcare
and all connections and blah 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 blah.
You don't have a DM screen to hide your snacks behind. So
no, I've got a cat.
I'm just
That
going to
will
put
work.
it between these two piles of books. Because I know you've just eaten.
Thank you for white. What's going on?
Sorry, what's that?
My pet cat has turned right. Couldn't look at your screen, so yeah. Got the black face to it, but not the earrest. So.
Well, maybe there was something to do with being touched by a vampire.
Multiple vampires on the brother. Yeah. Mm. It's okay. You need better, I know.
I'm gonna keep the letter from the Queen on me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll. But other than that, I'm just gonna eat.
Okay, so rumors are going around about how even though the plague seems to be getting worse, the conditions keep improving for the guard.
It's good news.
And the insistence on not hiring women has been lifted. So it's now become the biggest recruitment of soldiers I've ever had is the female soldiers coming in.
Good.
So they now hold a majority position in the guardsmen. Partly because the male guards, veterans, are being sent to the worst of the issues until the other people come up to speed. Also, they say.
Sorry to interrupt you. Will you tell everyone about that, or just keep it to himself?
It was discussed with everyone.
Yeah, I told you and showed you the letter.
Scar may have missed it by the player not being there at the time.
Mm.
Unless, of course, he reviewed the previous video.
No, probably not. No, because Scar, if he is there, all I gotta do is just ask, do we have any knowledge of how Elf Girl's going on? That's all. It's my, yeah. I'll sigh.
Not since you saw her collect the body that you had recovered from the water.
No news.
And hey, if she puts the helm on, you'll never know it's her.
Okay. I'm not as sad. Scar misses his little elf buddy. So,
No, we
yeah.
know. I mean, she'd be the one walking down the flat street and falling over. You know, or running into children and falling over. Or, you know.
Such good memories. Such good memories. Yeah.
Or randomly murdering people. by
Yeah,
accident.
just throwing knives and randomly murdering people.
That was when she was at the best. Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure M is absolutely loving this description of her former character.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I'd just ask because I was gonna, yeah, I have no idea of writing my letter later. I'm just gonna ask, see if I could reach out. But yeah.
I'm sure it would be much appreciated, and I'm sure the Queen will welcome you with open arms.
Yeah, I don't like the idea though. I don't know who says, oh, maybe so, you've done some good deeds. Maybe you can see.
Yes, I'm sure the Queen has a spare room that she could host you in for some time.
Yeah, I think people knows about those ones too. Right? So there's, yeah, Sparky as well, I believe. Yeah. I think all the characters be near that nice room. Yeah. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. That's all. I'll have my breakfast and it's not the same as getting live food from the open lands, but it's a little good. So.
And there's very little meat content in the food.
So what was the content? Was it or?
Very little meat in the content of the food.
This is not bringing up the mood of Scar today. That's okay. It's Susie goes to city, happy. I'm gonna go. It's okay.
But hey, you could have as much turnip soup as you like.
Not helping the situation. You came close to another eczema. Close. But that's okay.
But there is a limited amount of onion soup if you prefer that.
I'll just go shoot it over, kill it, put it on the fire, yeah.
Yes,
It's kind of, yeah.
slight problem. There are no rabbits on the island of Korvosa.
I know, but I'm just getting outside the city, so I'm getting a little bit, I suppose, outlandish, you know? So,
And the downside you have is if you actually leave the grounds of Korvosa, you may not get back in again.
I know, Stars doing for greater good, making all the wishes.
They've shut the city down, haven't they? Yeah.
Which is why you've got a few things to sort out to help the city before you can get out.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, once we've eaten, done our ablutions, etc., party will get together and we will sod off to the lavender store.
Okay. As you're heading out there, the first thing that hits you is the smell on the streets.
Is it magically, well, has it suddenly gotten worse?
Well, you've just spent a few days with rest and not wearing your adventuring gear as much. And now you've got a full group of party members travelling with you who just walking into the streets and heading into the poor quarter of Korvosa, where you haven't had to spend a lot of time. It definitely smells there because their sewer seems to be blocked up, and they keep adding to it.
Yeah.
It seems someone killed the creature that was helping to clean it out.
Wonder who that was, bastards.
Well, apparently there were two that were helpful. There was a ooze and an otehr.
I don't know about the ooze. What the hell's an otehr?
I have a feeling the Andre the Third knows that, though.
Well, so did Scar.
Oh, Scar knows about it, but not the other one further down. So.
Yes, but the one in the top area where that helps keep the streets clean, that's the one that the party did murder away.
It attacked one of your friends, so I had to look after Jasper.
Well, I'm sure the otehr was just cleaning the refuse out of the corridor.
Yeah, I expected Richard blue eye ones, but hey, I would think to differ on the interpretation of the
I could have gone with the otehr was cleaning the vermin now, but then that would be a little lower blow.
Oh, yeah, that's a cross-con level.
And everyone was sad that it failed.
No, that's alright. That's fair enough. It's understandable.
And no one thought to try to talk to it.
They just attacked us. Like,
Well,
you know, what are you going to do?
luckily Parry and Scar weren't attacked. Sorry, Parry and Willie were the ones not attacked. The ones more likely to be able to talk to it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I'm sure there are more things you can talk to, you can kill today.
Wow. The day is early. Alright? We've got a whole day ahead of us. Lots of killing to be done.
Okay, as you manage to make it to the area where Lavender's shop is said to be, because she does move every now and then, partly because, well, she never pays rent.
Okay.
By the time you reach it, most of you are covered in excrement left by the flying imps.
Yay.
Except for Willie, who doesn't seem to have a blop on him.
Yay.
But the ones behind you are all streaked in it. Looks like camouflage paint.
Willie's nice enough to not say anything about it.
I'm sure it's not improving their mood in any way, shape or form.
No. So she actually she actually works, her business, I should say, is in the Port Court.
Yep.
Really?
Well, it's a lot harder to track her down if she runs. Okay.
Before we go inside, I'll just ask Willie, did you want me to cover the back entrance of this one?
I'm sure you can hand him a tarp.
No, yes, no.
No, sorry, I'm actually considering the pros and the cons. We aren't looking to cause any harm, I hope. But I guess if you and Jasper were to go around the back and possibly enter from the rear, that might not be a bad idea.
Okay, I motion to Jasper, hey, come around the rear, we'll see if we can go around the rear entrance, yeah. I'm trying to word it rightly without causing any R18 situations at the moment, so,
Like I said, this is the one game you can go nuts on.
I know, but I'm trying to be better, okay? I'm trying to be better, okay? I'll try. I can't guarantee it, but I'll try.
I'll try.
Okay, well, so I'll motion to Jasper to come around with me and we'll just check out, make sure if there is a back entrance or not to the shop, and if there is, we'll just...
Okay. Looking at it, the shop is up a set of stairs.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to actually have to go above street level. And when you look behind, there doesn't seem to be a rear exit to the office.
Okay, if I don't see a rear exit, I'll just go around the front with the other guys.
Okay.
So just in case, I just want to be...
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. It was not a bad idea at all.
Okay.
And there is a big glass display up on the upper floor, which means that, hey, it's a lot harder to kick in.
What's it displaying?
Displaying all different vials of different types with wording in various languages saying cure found here.
Okay.
Fair prices for all.
Okay. We don't have our
So we
computer.
can I just tap Willie and just give Whisper a hand. If you want me to become bad City Watch, just let me know. You can be good City Watch, okay?
Yes, we'll try for good to start with, but
Yeah.
we'll see how that works out. But yeah, we'll if we need to do that, we'll go down that road.
And you do notice that not only that, but there seems to be a queue of people up to the door that seems to go down a couple of blocks.
Okay.
So it might take a while of waiting if you go in with the queue.
I'm going to try to talk to people in the queue.
Yep. You walk up to one of them. They beam back at you, missing a few teeth, but hey, they're beaming.
My character's a bit surprised. Okay, that's not the reaction I was expecting, but sure.
As he's looking you up and down and gives you a wink.
Hi.
Hey, you're looking fine this morning, he says.
Thank you. My character's still like, what the hell? You're here to purchase a cure?
Yes, it's good to inoculate yourself from all the horrors going through the city at the moment, he says, with a bit of a cough and spray as he does so.
What is the cost of one of these cures, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, last time it was food we could spare or items we no longer needed.
Very reasonable price then.
Basically, for those of us without money, she will take goods and food in place of money. Or craftsmanship, or just about anything else you could think of, she will take in exchange. Though we did have some idiot promise his soul.
What?
Apparently she sold that to a sorcerer. laughs on him now. He didn't think he had one. Now he doesn't.
Yeah. Now he's made sure he doesn't. That's hilarious.
Let's just be careful what you promise, because she makes you keep your promise.
Mm. Okay.
And if you can afford to pay and you don't, then she'll figure that out as well.
I'm sure she will. Okay. So you've taken one of these before?
I have. I was sick, now I'm not so sick, he says as he coughs again.
Not so sick. Well, hopefully you're getting better.
Well, I haven't died like others.
True. So, when was the last time you took one of these cures?
Oh, it's supposed to last for about a week before you need another one. And it's supposed to inoculate you from further infection. Because, hey, we've heard of people getting cured and getting sick again a week later.
Yeah.
Better be safe than sorry.
Yeah. So you take one once a week?
And for the rest of the family too.
Yeah.
So I get one for each of my brothers.
Okay.
Makes working with the dead so much easier when you're not afraid of catching stuff off them.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
Someone's got to collect the dead.
You work for the church of Pharasma?
No, just work for the city.
Oh, the city, of course.
It's just, I see dead people.
A lot, it seems. Actually, it'd have to be pretty dangerous for you if you're going and collecting up the corpses of the infected. People who may have died of the infection.
That's why I've been getting the inoculation.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, well, I'm sure that will... I'm sure I'll have a case in court against them. He says, not understanding that if it doesn't work, well, he'll be dead.
Yeah. I'll come back from the grave and sue you. What? Okay.
And in the meantime, I'm working for the Grace of Pharasma, so if I do meet her sooner than later, I'll at least have got some brownie points on my side.
I take it Ross isn't there?
No.
Okay.
Is on Zarthop's one, is that right?
Zarthrop is not with you either. Of course, no one volunteered to play Zarthrop when I asked.
No, that's fair enough. But it's a perfect person for this scenario. But yeah. Can I do a perception check on the crowd? Do I see really poor people? I just want to see what the kind of what society people can actually slide.
Okay, give me a perception roll.
Okay. So I'm going to use my... Yeah, very nice. Perception 18.
Okay, looking around, you see poor people, you see middle class people, you see a couple of rich looking people. So you definitely see lots of people.
Can I make conversation with one of these rich people?
I wouldn't recommend it, but you can try.
Are you in the same line or in a different line? Or?
They're in the same line.
Okay,
Though you are the racial enemy of the city.
Yeah. So I'm a good. I want to be good business until I see that. I feel that I picked the wrong race.
I did say there were problems with playing orcs, and even half orcs had problems, but you went that way. Orcs are a lot harder to play than half orcs here.
Okay. Well, I'll just notice that and just move off these rich people. See if I know anything different with them at all.
So you do know that under the laws of Korvosa, it is not a crime for someone to assault, kill, or steal from you.
Okay.
And you can be legally accused of any crime in your vicinity and be punished for that crime whether you participated in it or not.
Wonderful. The sooner you know, the sooner the happier I'm be.
Yes, but that is because you are the equivalent of the terrorist running around the city.
Okay,
He's
fair enough.
referring to Mark as being a full orc in Korvosa.
Yeah.
He has no rights, and he can be legally accused of any crime in his vicinity and charged with it and prosecuted without trial.
Yeah. I need to get a good lawyer.
That's why you're my pet.
Sounds like America and black people. Sorry, what?
It's all good. Okay, Aston, I'll just observe and try not to put too much attention to myself. I think you having these new masks I've got on my head, so I've got opportunity to worry about you. That would cause more problems than solutions, I think. So, yeah. Okay, I'm just going to follow Mr. Kenobi's lead.
Miss Kenobi?
Mister.
Parry,
Yes.
can you
I'm sure the answer is yes.
are you able to use the better forms of detect magic?
Give her a shot.
So as opposed to the one that says, yes, there's something magical within 30 feet of you, where you can actually go, yes, there's magic and it's that thing over there.
Oh, actually, probably not just yet.
He's good, but not that good.
I think what the is it grading defect or whatever it is? There's no heightened on detect magic.
Oh no, there is heightened on detect magic.
Oh, yeah?
There is, yes.
I have it written down.
So third level spells you get the first heightened, which tells you you learn the rank or level of the most powerful magical effect the spell detects, but you don't know where or what. So ding, you detect magic, and it's blah level.
That's just great.
Then when he gets
magic, and it's holy shit, let's get out of here.
then when he gets to the 7th level, he also gets to know where that is, that highest level of magic. Not all the magic you can detect, just where the highest level one is.
As a 7th level spell.
Yes, 7th level cantrip. Once he gets access to 7th level, once he gets access to 4th level spells at 7th level, he can cast the cantrip and get an idea of where that high level magical effect is.
Okay.
Which means if one of you is carrying around an item of more power than that, you'll be detecting that. But he has to be, he can choose to ignore something he can identify, so it might take him a few rounds to filter out everything he can identify. But at least he can tell what level the effect is, so when he's comparing it, he can go, hey, it's that level item. And I believe Theron is now tired of sitting on my book. So I can actually bring the book I'm working on down to where I can read it.
Alright, so I turn to face the group and I say, I would prefer not to be standing in line for the next, sort of guesstimate how long it would be.
Looking at the length of the line and how quickly she's moving people through, if you join the end of the line, you might make it through by sunset.
Yeah, we don't have that kind of time, I don't think. So, who's for jumping the line?
Perry will happily jump anything.
Okay, the underwhelming response is underwhelming.
Harry's literally about to like charge after right now.
No, sorry. I'm just laughing at arrow jumping and everything. And the image that brought to my mind of him literally jumping everyone in line.
Here, let me give you my cure.
Yeah.
I got the touch.
Okay.
Harry's special touch.
So, who in our group has actually got good people skills?
I'm sure the Buffer's Wizard known to man has great people skills.
I think the Buffer's Wizard man has some charisma behind him, but you know.
If we were on the set of a porno, then I'd say yes, but I think we're outside his element at the moment.
Well, I'm sure he can charm up the host by saying he's here to clean the pool.
I'm here to clean your pool.
I mean, if you want, Pathfinder Society, I'm trained with both those things, so that's not bad.
So nobody's got any sort of diplomacy or anything like that?
Again, I'm trained in it, but that's about it.
Well, it sounds like you're the one,
What?
Jasper.
Plus 11?
Yeah, well, it sounds like you're the one, Jasper.
I'm about to say Parasite plus 9.
For a minute there, I thought you were going to say you're the weakest link. Goodbye.
No.
You are the weakest link.
I've got intimidation plus 11, so.
So, let's move to the front of the line, and if people complain, we'll leave it to Jasper to explain. I would highly suggest that you take the position that we are assisting the Queen and her people in their investigation. But do not say that we are part of their investigation or that we are one of them, or try to indicate that we have anything other than we're assisting.
I'm sure you can do we're on a mission from God. I'm sure that will work well.
Well, I was actually considering that we go, yeah, we're working for Abadar, and you know,
The stars are aligned for us to help you in your endeavors.
and
This is gonna go well, right?
and we've got a commendation letter from the Queen. You know, it's got all the squiggly calligraphy and all that sort of stuff. Looks very official, so we can kind of shake that at people and as proof that we're assisting them. So
Or eBay bought flash.
pretty much. So let's do that. Yes?
I agree, let's go.
We can at least try, right?
Let's go, Jasper. We're all depending on you. Let's go.
This is gonna end so well.
So I see that Willie has chosen his Pokemon. Jasper, I choose you.
Yeah, I choose you.
This is gonna go great.
Hey, buddy. Really?
So yes, we move up to the front of the line.
There are a lot of complaints.
Then
Then they see Scar.
official business. Stand aside.
I've got the skill called Intimidating Glaze. With a glaze I can...
Glaze or gaze?
He gets out the paintbrush and he goes over things with his glaze.
It's such glazing.
Shoot glaze.
I love intimidating glaze. It's just such... My cakes are so intimidating that people just bow down to me.
He pulls out this little tub of honey soy and just slaps people with it.
It's so Intimidating Glaze, sorry about that. It's a trained intimidation skill. So basically means I can demoralise with a glee if I need to. So,
And a paintbrush.
yes, that too. But if I feel anyone's getting out of line, that's what I plan to do. So, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to have Jasper make a society check to see if you can avoid fisticuffs. And then mass murder.
You got this.
Let's not mass murder.
Why?
Hey, I'm sure Parry's fireball will clear the line for you rather quickly.
Inhibiting the society as well.
They were said they didn't want Parry to oil up and do it his way.
I mean, that's fair.
Usually slipping between.
I mean, we did make the joke, so you know. And I rolled a 19, that's not too bad. For a total of 32.
Okay.
Society check.
So, Jasper's eloquence knows no bounds at this stage as he just goes off on all the reasons why they should let you guys in line first.
My character's like, whoa!
Much so that almost the rest of the party step back to let Jasper go in front.
Pretty much.
As even without the intimidating glare coming from Scar, even Scar is taken back by the fact that this kitty speak well.
Yes, I have an intelligence of 5 and a charisma of +3, so, you know, I'm not exactly dumb.
I know,
But it's going a great direction.
but up until now, you haven't actually had a chance to flex those muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. Everyone's just been like, haha, cat with no direction, ha ha ha.
Yeah, exactly. Cat with no direction. Ha ha ha.
And now I'm sure the cat has one direction, and we'll start singing shortly.
I don't know either song, I'll just put it out there. So,
Yeah, me
I don't think we need to bring the video down to that level.
So, I guess we move past.
Okay, so you manage to make your way up the line to the point where you reach the door, and you do see standing outside the door two finely dressed gentlemen with what appears to be big thumping sticks. The behave sticks, as they call them.
Yeah, understandable.
Behave or get swacked.
Mm.
And they give Jasper just a lot of respect because they heard it too.
I give him a nod as we go by.
Because if someone can impress the crowds with their voice just like that, then obviously they deserve to go in before everyone else does.
And you guys thought I was just a crazy cat with bird feathers in his fur. Which is not wrong.
Okay, so as the group of you step into the perfumery, heady scents twist throughout the cramped but stylish perfumery. A dizzying assortment of bottles from gaudy ceramic containers to graceful crystalline vials line a variety of lace and ribbon strewn tables, shelves, and racks. Apparently I just did 2 pages where you're about to have a vampire description.
Yay.
As an eye-catching display in a wide front window, across from the front door, Lavender's tinted glass panes run a long counter, stacked high with hundreds of simple clay files bearing around magnetostoppers. Behind the counter, violet flourishes sweep across a sign reading Lavender's luxuriant liniment. Either you've got it or you've had it. And you can see in clear view is the young Vendra Lagari. Let me compare how they say she looks. Okay, so definitely young, definitely the blue-eyed.
White dragon.
Well, if I could stick in a blue-eyed white dragon, that
Sorry.
would definitely change things around a bit.
Rain filter. Sorry. Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, I was going to say, Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's why
Too many
Ariadne's.
morning cartoons.
That's why Ariadne's character was titled the Blue-Eyed White Dragon.
Well, now she's the blue-eyed dragon with the jazz wings.
So just so you can see what she looks like. Apparently, she doesn't get to wear anything but short skirts.
And she's not covered in crap like the rest of us.
She is not. No, you're not covered in crap either.
No.
I'm sure in the background you're hearing "Can't touch this" somewhere along the lines.
Yeah.
And I'm sure every time I use a music quote, I can hear Josh's brain going and finding that song and playing it in his head.
He really needs Harry to die so he can play that character.
Yeah, bye.
And you know, he'd probably be the least horny bard we've ever had. Simply because Parry was such the horny bard.
Mm.
Okay, so yes, she comes across as young, enthusiastic, and definitely with a lot of cure-alls for people to try. And she smiles as she sees you come in, and she goes, "Oh, Jasper, I see you're out of the sewers again. I heard you went down there. Hopefully you weren't lost for days like last time."
Only a number of hours this time. Thankfully, I had my new friends to guide me on my way when I couldn't see the stars.
And speaking of stars, have you been watching the signs? Any new planets coming into alignment, or another constellation that's caught your notice?
I haven't had a chance to in the last couple of days, which is very unfortunate. The cloud cover and a few other things going on, including going back into the sewers, and Jasper kind of shakes his fur a little bit. Unfortunately, I've had not much time to stare at wonder at the great sky again.
And have you still kept that love affair with the constellation that you have been so enamored with?
Oh, of course. And he brings out the little toy that he got from that shop, and it's ordained to look like his mother, and it has that constellation like stitched into her clothing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so she reaches behind the counter and pulls out some of the feathers, much like you've already got in your hair, saying she came across these and she just thought of you, she said.
Oh, fantastic! I lost a few when I went down to the sewers. This is greatly appreciated, and starts to put them in his fur, and he gives her a few potions that he made from his concoction pot that he'd made a few days prior.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Here, this should help with your glowing skin. I'm sure you've been running low."
Oh, that would be wonderful. She does liberally apply herself everywhere with her potions. It helps. Can't stay young looking forever unless you do that, right?
Oh, muchly so, muchly so. I was wondering if you could help us, my dear friend. I point to Lee. We've come here to have a look at the potions that are being distributed around these folk outside.
Well, these potions will definitely stave off any effects of the plague. And if you have enough of them, I'm sure your body will be able to fight it off in no time. She recommends about 1 a week. Otherwise, you might overdo the body with the curing process.
Oh, would it be too much trouble if we could grab a bottle or two to share this other unfortunate folk?
Well, for my good friend Jasper, anything, she says, as she grabs a couple of vials for you and just puts them in your hand and gives you a big hug.
I'll go back.
Harry,
Yes.
might you want to have a chat with our new friend regarding the process of this miraculous cure?
The process of this miraculous cure.
You know, that medicine skill you've got that you might be able to get some little bit more information using?
Yeah. Yeah, can I do a medicine check on... I'm assuming the potions or the process of anti-plague?
You could, but it is a magical process, not a mundane process, and alchemical is considered magical as well,
Okay.
for the purposes of stuff.
Then can I do an arcana check?
You can.
That's a 35.
Okay, looking at it, it does have the properties of a anti-plague. It smells nicer. Doesn't taste as foul. And apparently it does make the skin look more rosy when rubbed into it. It's not the usual anti-plague, so she may have done something else to it, or she's just a fantastic conjurer. But hey, considering how easy it is to make a anti-plague, it would be very easy for her to be selling it for more than it's worth, just to keep people going. It's definitely not a advanced one. It'd be the equivalent of the level 1 item.
I was about to say the lesser anti-plague. Harry pulls out his level 1 consumable anti-plague lesser
Mm-hmm.
and compares the two.
Okay, so this one has more colour to it than yours, more smell, more flavour, and has other effects that yours doesn't have. So you're thinking hers is a custom, not the standard formula.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. You're not sure if it's more or less effective than your one.
Yeah.
With the fact that it sells for less than what you paid for yours.
Yeah. Interesting.
Though she's selling what the buyer can afford to spend, not how much it costs to make.
Yeah.
Which means some people pay a lot more, subsidising people who pay less.
Mm.
And many people are crying poor now.
Yeah.
Because, hey, if someone's paying for it with a slice of a loaf of bread, they don't see why they should be paying 50 gold for the same thing.
Yes, it's funny how people work that way.
Mm-hmm. As word has gotten out that if you do cry poor and she finds out you're not poor, you can never get it again. You
Fair
get
enough.
barred from the shop.
Fair enough. Good honour.
Just Mark jumping back in.
I think you have stuff going through, Mark.
Are you playing games on the other side?
No, I said you should run the mobile. I was about to go through the Rubik, so. No games.
No, well, that's surprising.
So
No. Last week.
when Parry's satisfied that he's investigated sufficiently,
It raises his eyebrow, basically. Yeah. It's like,
Basically, from your perspective, you know it's not a cure-all, but it would make it the chances of people surviving it greater.
better, yeah.
But she is selling it as a cure-all.
Okay. Alright. So then, I'll let the party know that this is not a cure for everything that's going around the city at the moment. It is a step in the right direction, but it doesn't cure what's going around.
well, she does tell them to come back at every week, so that's at least something. Alright. So, does anyone have any questions, any concerns, any thoughts?
I'm sure my friend is only appealing to the masses so she can actually get it out to those who need it. As is often her way. It might be a bit unconventional, but it does the job.
Certainly seems that way. Anyone else?
Scar wasn't listening, he was looking at the shiny things in the corner. That's the reason why I was offline, okay?
I'll take that as a no. Alright.
No.
Well, I'll say to her, I thank her for her efforts on behalf of the city.
She goes, oh, you must be that Willie character I've been hearing all about. So some foreign lord who's come to the city with the heirs of Chalaxian nobility. Or at least the markings of one, she says, looking at your face.
What with the...
Scars, scratches, burns. That's fairly much common with the nobility of Chalaxia, she says.
Okay.
They have their kinks, she says.
Chalaxia sounds like a interesting place to visit.
Good place to visit, not a great place to live.
Okay.
As most people will say, they've got a deal for you.
Yes, the best-selling book, Selling Your Soul in a Buyer's Market.
Yep.
Yes. Well, as I said, I thank her for her efforts on behalf of the city, but I do warn her that the Queen's people have made edicts in regards to what should and should not be done regarding possible sicknesses that may or may not be going through the city.
Yeah, she's run afoul of the Grey Maidens more than once.
Yes. Okay.
And apparently they take offence to her saying cure. So that's why she put cure ailments instead of cure. Because, hey, she thinks the blood veil that they keep talking about is an ailment, so she'll damn sure try to cure it.
Okay.
And if she doesn't, she will use what she makes to make people's lives a bit better in the area.
Again, my character's going. Where, off our own bat, we are investigating where this ailment may have come from.
So you might want to keep that down a bit.
Oh yeah.
Apparently the Grey Maidens want to know about anyone who's investigating.
They want to know a lot of things, yes.
And because you're with Jasper, she'll keep it on the down low, but She doesn't know if other people in the city would give you that consideration.
No. But the reason I'm telling you is that you're on the front line.
She is, because no one else is.
Well, we're attempting to be, but just in a different manner. So if you hear anything regarding, I guess, anything that might be of use, please feel free to tell us, and we'll keep your name out of our investigations.
She's more than happy to send by word of cat.
Very well.
Of course, most people would do a double take at someone saying word of cat.
No, it seems perfectly reasonable to my character. Yeah, okay.
Jasper's nodding, knowing that apart from himself, the network of his family is quite renowned in the city.
And Jasper does know that Ligari does actually work with the underground clans. Partly because it's believed they provide a lot of the ingredients for her perfumery in exchange for stuff she gets as payment.
Makes sense. I mean, whatever works, right?
And you know she is rumoured to be quite skillful in poison making.
I mean, she probably taught Jasper how to make some of these things.
Well, you both learned off the same mistress.
That too.
What's the difference between medicine and poison?
How much you take.
Dosage.
Especially considering arsenic started off as a medicine. And you tell people, oh, just give them a bit of arsenic, and they'll go, what?
Yeah. But yes, it appears that we've gotten. I'll also warn her about the possibility of a cult of Urgathoa.
Oh, she sort of has that unhappy look when you say the name. She says she doesn't really like people of that faith. They're a little handsy as far as she's concerned.
But yes, we're aware of a cult in the city that might be behind the spreading of this disease.
Well, if you come across anyone like that, let her know. She will send a couple of her friends to persuade them to leave this life and not come back.
We'll keep that in mind, thank you.
She's sure that they'll stumble across a catastrophe, she says.
But if what I'm suggesting though is that they are in the city, and as you're assisting people with the resisting the disease, perhaps they might be the ones that might come to visit.
Well, she has been pushing that her cure is a charlatan thing to the masses, so only those truly desperate come to her.
Yeah, okay.
She couldn't meet the needs of an entire city if she tried.
No.
So she's limited her help to those who truly need it. She can't guarantee she can save them, but she can at least make their lives better. And plus it means she's less of a target.
Okay. Well, hopefully you will remain that way.
And besides, her friends at the door are very good with their weapons.
Okay.
They're all signed up members of the guild.
What guild?
The only guild worth serving, she says. The Stabby Stab Guild.
The Stabby Stab Guild. I see. Okay.
So they have no qualms about making people stop when they get too interested.
Okay.
And usually they only let people into the store who show symptoms. If you're already cured, then they don't need to come.
No. Okay.
But of course they gave Jasper an exception. They were always told to let her in if he ever came.
Well, we will, I guess, leave her to it. And, return. Yeah, and return.
Okay, so as you're going out, she sort of says, sorry she can't help, but as you don't seem to be suffering from the effects of the plague at this stage, there's nothing else she can do for you.
We understand. Hopefully we'll remain unaffected. But if we are affected, we'll come back. Right.
Only if you feel you need her help, she says.
I look a little bit dejected as I'm walking down the steps.
Okay, so yes, you have met Vendra Lagari, who is now an NPC in Jasper's background. Do you like having someone added at the last moment?
Works perfectly.
My character's going, you knew we were coming here, why didn't you say something? Because I didn't know!
Oh, she given how she moves around a lot, I can never be sure that the person claiming to be her is truly her until we see each other.
Though you could always answer truthfully with, the stars didn't tell me to tell you.
All that too. The stars did not align, or I have not been able to consult the stars in the last few nights in order to guide us correctly. Maybe I should try and see the stars tonight if the clouds stay away as they have been today.
I guess we'll return to the fortress.
Okay, you make it back to the fortress before midday. Just in time for the midday stampede feast. They actually have muffins.
We'll have lunch and then report our findings to
Cressida. And the priest of Abadar.
But primarily the Cressida, since they were the one who sent us out in the first place.
Okay, she is a bit surprised that there is any beneficialness coming from the perfumery, but understands why she probably won't want to advertise that it actually has some benefit. Though she's probably still asking more than what most people can pay.
My interpretation was that she is a net benefit to the city. She's doing as good a job as would be possible, taking into account the circumstances.
Yes, it is always a hard line, and she does believe that the Queen would like her shut down, but apparently she hasn't broken any laws. So she's still waiting for a law to be broken before she acts. And the Queen doesn't want to react out of the fact that so many people are finding hope in her shop. I'm sure that would set part of the city ablaze if the Queen shut it down.
Well, again, that's got to be a positive for the Queen in my book.
And how have you had any luck finding the brother of Deianira?
The
brother of Deianira.
The pianist?
The pianist, I believe, or musician of some
Musician.
sort.
For some reason I got pianist in my head.
I'm sure she says, looking at Harry, that I'm sure that pops into people's heads all the time. There are. He does have portraits of him playing the piano, if nothing else. Much like the rest of his family, they always seem to do portraits of them doing something without anything on.
Without any clothes on. No, we haven't. We've with the information we have received currently, we return to effectively let you know. What was the background on the pianist or the musician?
The musician. Well, his sister has been looking for him. He is known as Ruan, a young Varisian off Overton Way, not far from Marble Dome, where the sister works as a chorus girl, and Ruan plays an ocarina in the orchestra. I'm sure his timing's just right.
Ocarina. Okay.
Hey, I'm sure all the Zelda fans out there would be going,
Yeah.
I know what that is.
Yeah.
I'm yeah.
And he had been requested to perform at a private masquerade at Carwin Manor Home, which is a patron of the arts.
Mm-hmm.
He bought a new outfit and left for that event, and she has not seen him since. And the estate appears to be locked up and abandoned, with a sickly smell coming from it.
Yay.
I'm sure you're the heroes to deal with it, because, hey, you deal with all the stuff no one else can touch.
The stuff no one else wants to touch, I'm sure.
Wants to, can, very small line.
Yeah. Bit from column A, bit from column B. And we're going to do this without our priest of Pharasma. That's awesome.
I am sure he'll get to you when he finishes his holy rites that he's currently doing. Something about reaffirming his beliefs. I'm sure flagellation's involved.
One can but hope.
Isn't that with most religions, she says, especially Chilaxians?
Yes, Pharasma is a complicated deity. Alright. So I guess we're going to head off to this say manor house?
Manor house, yes.
And
you have been offered a reward if you can bring back the brother.
what's the reward?
A season pass for access to the Marble Dome for theatre plays and performances for the oncoming year.
For each of us?
For each of them.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay.
I will speak up, and if we go to a masquerade ball, shouldn't we get some masks to go with us?
She does point out to the Scar, who may not have been fully paying attention to what was being said, is that the ball happened some time ago.
Yeah.
And if you're going to attend that, you must really be miraculous. People are able to travel backwards in time.
Never say never.
I look and go open mouth for about 5 seconds and go, yeah. And
Oh, you're that good. Okay, so if you can go back in time and stop him from attending, she'll be most grateful, and she'll be waiting on her brother returning before she meets you, apparently. Can you speed along on that then?
give me a second, I
Let me know when you're successful.
stay out the room to a place where I can just hide for about 2 minutes, okay? So,
So, I guess we're going to head off. We've got the location. I'm sure that Jasper can direct us there, since you can now see the sky. Sorry, he can direct us there, since he can see the sky.
Meow 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 meow.
Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Was that good? Is that right?
I mean, is it daytime at the moment?
It is daytime.
Then maybe not so much.
Oh,
I look at the sky and, oh, I'm sorry, we're not nighttime, so...
You can see the sun. What the heck?
Daytime. Nighttime. Daytime.
I mean, I guess if you really consider the sun a star in some diluted way, then sure, I can navigate us there.
And
Possibly.
you come from this city, so surely you have knowledge of what streets are where and where this place is, and
And I'm sure Jasper goes, north is that way.
Yeah,
For the
pretty
100th time
much.
since
North
you've
is
been
that way. Yeah, that is north. Any
your
points.
your parents did not do
And then
you
shrubs.
favors.
Can I do a survival roll with the interacting pointing north?
Sure.
Yay.
You do realize that the actual skill.
Still doing survival roll.
Well, he might roll a 1 and then say you're not actually pointing north.
Yeah.
The thing is, the party's probably going to believe Parry over me too, which is hilarious.
Of course. A past performance indicates future outcomes, mate.
32 survival. Is Jasper pointing north?
Apparently Jasper is. You can now not poke fun at it.
I was gonna grab your arm and then actually point you north, but
You should do it anyway. Just put it like 5
Yeah.
or 6 degrees to the left and go.
Yeah,
Now, there you go.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna grab your hand and then move it like 2 centimeters to the left, north.
And then I move it immediately back.
Well, you all have wayfinders. You could literally pull out your wayfinders and check.
Yeah.
Yeah, the skill is that he finally enough is called know the way.
I'll do that. I'll pull out my wayfinder, adjust it, and then grab your hand, Jasper, and put it back to where Parry put it. And go, and you give it a nod and go, "Good one, Parry." Close the wayfinder. All right. So I guess we're going to head off to the manor house.
So are you taking Scar's suggestion and going backwards to the masquerade ball?
I'd like to, but I'm not sure how we would manage that. So
We could all turn to Scar and get his ideas on how that can happen.
no,
Star says, sorry, boss. I made a mistake. I apologise.
that's all right.
I will not go out of the room and come back again and put myself on mute. Yes.
Mate, I've done that a number of times. You put it on mute, go and get some food, come back, and people are like, Peter, what are you doing? You're like, I don't know. Yeah, so we'll go to the manor house.
Okay, so you head down Shoreline Way, where the manor house is said to be.
Can I put my dragon mask on the way there? Because that's my best thing of having a mask on.
Okay, you have your dragon mask on.
Yeah.
You are masked.
Yes.
Okay, as you walk down the place, you can see the manor house. It does look quite spiffy. Best way to put it. As it is quite a large ground. Probably one of the bigger residences on the shoreline.
Mm-hmm.
With smaller servants' residence. So a place just for the servants off to the side. So they don't sleep under the same roof.
Mm-hmm.
And share no walls.
At this time, I would expect Zartok to spot pipe up and talk about the whole architecture for minutes, and I feel that this science is just, I'm not used to this, so yeah, as I get close to the residents.
And the garden looks like it's spent a fortune on it, far more than most of you have spent on your clothing on the actual gardens.
So it all looks still in good repair?
It all looks still in good repair, though the place does look boarded up as you get there. So it hasn't been boarded up for long.
Can I do a nature check on the garden to see if I know anything out that looks a bit odd?
I'm sure you can. You can run on in and check the gardens.
So does it have like a wall, like a fence around it, or a wall or something?
Well, I was going to see how Scar goes and investigates first before I get too much further in the description.
Ah.
A 19.
And did you rush into the garden to have a look?
I wouldn't see anything outside. I wouldn't be rushing in.
Unfortunately, you don't get a good look at the gardens from the outside then. And from a base look, it does seem to be well maintained on the outside. And luckily you didn't rush in because there seems to be walls through the bushes.
No, that's fair enough. I realised after I said it that possibly walking around the whole place. Yes.
So
Trying to get myself out of that situation. So, yeah.
there's a solid wall around the outside.
And there's a hedge
In front of the wall.
over the wall. So it's like you know how most hedges have a core of a tree?
Yes.
Looks like the core is a tree and a wall. So it would definitely stop a runaway wagon from entering their property.
I almost wish I could have seen the attempt of Scar trying to run through this hedge wall.
It would have been interesting, which is why I got a clarification before I described what happened.
So
Yeah. Can I see if there's a gate when it's into the property at all?
Yes, there is a gate. It does appear to be locked, and it does have a chain around the gate as well, which is also locked.
Any signs on the gate saying what's locked up at all?
It does not. But the signs do point to the fact that it is locked, even though there's no sign saying locked.
I'll just see if those can get a little note saying, you know, away on holidays in good report or something like that, you know. Okay.
I'll launch you back at 2 p.m.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah. I hope it was that nice, you know. Because I have some sort of bad omens when we try to open up locks and gates and things like that, so I'm trying to, yeah, try not to get back to that situation. So, okay. So it's all walled around, there's no possible gaps around the wall and hedge. Is the current gate in like very open grounds for day-to-day people to see at the moment?
Looking around, no one seems to be paying attention to you, and you can't see anyone moving around the grounds.
Okay.
Would you like to make a perception roll to get more details?
why not?
So, keen for that.
Have a bit of a stand at the gate and have a look around.
21.
21. You confirm the gate is definitely locked. The padlock is definitely well secured on the chain around the gate. There doesn't seem to be a way to just push or pull it open. And the front doors you can see in the distance are also boarded up, as are the windows on all the floors that you can see. The servant's cottage is currently out of view behind a hedge. So you can see the wall of the cottage, but you can't see the front door of the cottage, as they're basically hidden from view from where you actually go in and out.
I look at Willie going, how do we do it? Stealthily or just open it up? I ask him.
What's the harm in bashing down a noble's door? It's not like it beat you last time in Magdamar next to the judge.
She's first this time, not just doing it. Okay, I'm just putting it out there. I'm doing the right thing, I believe. So.
You are. I'm just a very teasing manner in what you've done previously as a group.
Oh, yeah, 100%, you know. I get what you get. How are the walls, man? Did we ask that question?
You look at the walls. The walls seem to be about 20 feet in height, which is quite high for a manor. Though most of it is, the solid part of it seems to be at least 5 feet in height, where you can see through a lot of the hedge, which is stylized to look like various animals along the length of the wall.
So is it like, so the top of the wall, is it just spikes at the top of the wall?
No, it is pretty decorations that look flimsy and easy to break.
Hmm.
No, let's not do that.
Because, hey, I'm sure it would be obvious if someone hears a snap.
Mm.
Well, I'll just really, possibly somebody could climb over and rope or something like that to get people over the wall without breaking anything. That'd be less kind of.
Well, as we walked here, did we pass by any other buildings? Any other
There are other estates along here, but this one seems to be one of the larger of them.
Okay. Okay, so why don't the two of you stay here, and Jasper and I will go and see what information we can get from the servants of the next door neighbours.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Okay, so how are you going to enter the grounds?
We will walk back the way we came
Mm-hmm.
till we come to the neighbour's entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Do they look like a normal manor house where you wouldn't have your servants coming in through the front gate, you have them coming in through the back?
They look like they would also. They do have a back entrance for the servants on this place.
Okay, so I will go around to the back.
Mm-hmm. You actually see the servants' house actually has an entryway on a side lane.
For the neighbour?
For the servants of both the manor and the neighbour.
Okay. So I'll knock on the neighbour's servant's door.
Mm-hmm. Okay, takes about 5 minutes until someone opens the door and you see a halfling looking up at you going, so, Tall Yanks, what do you want?
Tall what?
Tall Yanks, he says with a bit of a slur.
Yanks?
Yeah. Most of them say Shanks when they say Tall Shanks, but he seems to have a bit of a slur when he's talking.
My character goes, yes. Hi.
I'm not high, I'm short. That seems to be a bit of a low blow, he says.
No. You would be a low blow. As I smile.
He shakes his fist and says, I try my best. You know, at head height, you're just the perfect practicing height.
I know, right? I was wondering if you might be able to help me. We're looking into some issues around your next door neighbours, and
which one in particular? Oh, the smelly one. Whatever they've done, they've really let themselves go.
Yes, the servants.
Haven't seen them for a while.
You haven't seen them for a while.
Not since they did their big old ball. Music for half the night and then nothing.
Silence. I see. Okay. Is there anything that you might be able to tell me about that night?
Yes, the music was terrible. The no invite was terrible. The stuck-uppiness of them was terrible. They locked the gates after people went in, so no one could sneak in and steal some of the food, as we usually like to do. Well, no one really notices halflings anyway, so what's the difference? And apparently they couldn't even convince Pinwinkle to make an appearance, so obviously it wasn't that grand a party.
I understand. Did your noble employers they weren't invited?
No, they were very put out by not being invited.
It sounds like the your neighbours were
Right, sitting on something sharp and pointy, I'm sure.
yeah, just not playing the game.
Well, they were playing a game, alright. They really annoyed half the street.
Yeah.
And the other half of the street thought they were above them anyway.
Yes. Okay. So, well, thank you muchly for your help.
Oh, great and dandy, he says.
Very much appreciated.
Though, if I was you, I'd probably look for one of those, showery things or perfumery, because, hey, you sort of smell as if you've been around some really strange things today.
Oh, no, that's not me. And I sort of point at Jasper.
Oh, I'm so sorry, he says.
Understandable.
This kind of gives you a look like I helped you out earlier, and now you're throwing me out of the bars. You might get lucky to not get another scratch across your face later.
But you're covered in poo.
Oh, no.
Here you are.
Actually, the whole party is except for Willie, because the imps have been particularly dive bombing everyone with stuff for the entire day.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
The sky is full of imps.
On myself.
You do, but it doesn't stay.
Oh, really?
Everyone looks like they have poo camouflage.
Huh. Weird. I'm not so certain how they've done that. But still, I give you a look like, why are you throwing me under the bus? This isn't my fault.
Just saying I'm just pointing out the truth, that's all. I sort of pat you on the head and I go, it's okay. I don't judge you. Anyway.
Though the halfling does come back with a cooked fish and says, I'm sorry, cat guy, but here is some fish to hopefully make you feel better and get rid of that bad, awful smell.
Thank you. At least I feel very much appreciated by you.
Very generous, thank you.
Give me another pointed look to William a bit. Your generosity will be noted in the stars.
You just, if you can, convince the local cats to stop peeing on the master's front window.
I chime in and pat Jasper on the head and go, there. No need to be sour against our leader. Come on, don't be a sourpuss.
The halfling does laugh at that.
But yes, we go. We'll leave.
Okay.
And I guess we go up to the servant's door in the what's his name? We'll make sure that Scar isn't standing by himself at the front gate going, where is everyone? And he's with us.
What's the name of the scar? Oh, no. Okay. I know that. Hi guys. Oh, you? Okay.
And then I'll pull out, like, I'm assuming it's just locked.
Mm-hmm.
Pull out my thieves' tools and I'll give it a go.
Okay. Give me a thievery.
But first things first, I'll have a look and see if I can magically determine whether or not it's trapped, which I bet you I can't.
I'm sure that's just a perception roll.
It is, but do you want to do it secretly?
I can. And then let you know just how wonderful the roll was. So what is your bonus?
12.
Okay, so you obviously see a poison trap on the door.
Really?
Yep.
That's the first time for everything. Okay, so it's not magical, which means I can potentially remove it. So I'll give it a go. I'll tell the. Is it a poison dart or?
Looks like it may be a complex poison trap of some kind, but it's obviously a poison trap.
Okay. Well, I'll get people to stand back, so hopefully they're not in the area of effect, and I'll attempt to remove it.
Okay, so I believe that is a thievery check. I don't think that one's secret, so...
Well, either I'll succeed and it goes in my face, or I'll fail and succeed and it... Yeah, anyway, you know what I mean. Alright, so I get... well, that's not great. 3 on the dice, which makes it an 18.
Okay, you seem to have accidentally jabbed yourself with the trap.
Shit.
And it's left a piece in your finger.
I'll get Parry. Can you remove this for me, please?
I believe he's giving you the finger.
My index finger.
Parry's just there with a smirk going, what is this? And Parry, using his medicine kit, will attempt to remove the embedded object.
Okay. I'm so glad you didn't say I pull out my knife and cut the finger off.
Yeah. Don't move.
You know what's funny? Jasper was literally considering that, given how we just got thrown on the bus.
Medicine roll?
Medicine roll.
Sweet. $35.
Okay, treating his finger, you think he got lucky, it's just a splinter.
Just a splinter. Pink.
Thank you.
Not as bad as UK-wise from when you broke both your hands.
No. Tyrannosaurus Rex, yay!
And then both your feet.
Yeah.
Still to this day, you can't fully close your fists.
I can make the claw.
That's why you're going for the claw style.
And then I'll try to pick the lock.
Okay. Give me another thievery check.
Two on the dice. 17.
You've jabbed yourself again.
Fuck me.
Apparently you're trying to with the door.
If these tools break, if you
They
roll,
can break if you roll very low, but if there's a trap, you can set a trap off instead.
Okay.
The second splinter trap, yes.
Alright, I'll try it again. Fuck me. Bloody random number generating. At least I got average, so 25.
Okay, you pop the lock open, and as the door opens up, you realise there's absolutely no trap here whatsoever.
Yes. Okay, Parry. Can you get that out of my finger, please?
Yep, same thing again, let's roll with it. That is a 19.
Can you fix my boo-boo?
19, okay, so that as you pull out the splinter, he becomes a bleeder.
Oh, well.
Can I have the Flintstone bandage, please?
I've only got SpongeBob, sorry.
Oh. No, well, that'll do, I guess.
I'm sure there are bandages in all the best religions.
Yes.
I've got to save the moon and star ones for Jasper, okay?
Let me get you the Mastu
Very
bandage.
particular cat.
That's too bad. Yes. Alright, so with the door being unlocked, I'll slowly open it whilst looking into the room.
It seems to be a servant's common area with a table, with a couple of couches, one looking out on the manor grounds, and a kitchenette with some stairs going upstairs for all the servants' quarters, as it is a 3-story servants' wing.
Okay. I guess room by room we'll search it, make sure there's nobody here.
Who's taking upstairs?
I'll go upstairs first. Scarlet.
Scar starts stomping upstairs, so she can hear the stairs groaning with the size of the orc going up.
I'll look at Parry and Jasper and say, who wants to go with the big guy?
Jasper will volunteer to go with Scar.
Cool.
Okay.
So you and me, Parry.
So as you hear the sound of Scar walking on the floor above, he suddenly comes right through the roof. As we then have Jasper doing a reflex saving throw, all goes with him. Apparently the servants' quarters weren't rated for orcs.
Because that heavy.
A dwarf would be set off a similar problem, just that you are a lot sturdier than a dwarf.
That's correct. That's fair enough. Okay.
You would probably weigh twice that of a standard dwarf.
Do I get a chance to roll anything, or just?
No, you just go through because there's no way they built this place to withstand someone of your mighty stature.
So I'm not going through the whole floor, or do I have to roll to get a nice landing?
Well, look at it this way. You're not going to take any damage because unless you fall on a character, you're not falling that far. You're just going through the floor.
Okay, I'm happy with that.
I roll a reloading 12 with a 2 on the dice.
Okay, so you stuck so close to Scar that you went with him. Roll a d4.
I have an ability as part of being a cat folk.
This is not your falling distance. This is you getting whacked by all the material flailing about.
Oh, this is all the material? Okay, roll a d4, did you say?
Yes.
I rolled a 2.
You take 2 points of piercing damage as part of the floor jabs into you.
Oh, fun. I will note that I presume, well, I don't know, Scar hasn't rolled yet, but if he does end up landing flat on his face, I would like to land on my feet on Scar.
Well,
if he doesn't save himself.
Well, Scar has only, landed up to his shoulders.
Oh, oh, okay.
I did say it was servants' quarters. I never said it was a lot of space.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, anyway, I land back next to Parry and Lily on my feet and kind of like looking up like, oh, that's new.
And you can see that the floorboards are fairly thin. And there's no padding between the layers, so the ceiling is the floor.
So so my head's above on the floor, above?
Well, if you stand up straight, your shoulders go through the roof.
Okay. Can I wear half between floors? I'm sure that's how it works. Can I just kind of look around and see what I see upstairs? So.
Okay, upstairs you can see lots of bedrooms that don't seem to have been used. The bedrooms are so small you would struggle to fit into, let alone lie down in. There's absolutely not a room in this floor that you could actually sleep in.
I just say, look, check that mountains upstairs. Give me a second. I struggle to get out of the floor above, so yeah.
Well, you sort of have to squat down and do that whole broad walk.
Yep.
Think Maui Warrior or Sumo Wrestler walk.
So I'm going to go walking around on my hands and knees since I'm taller than he is.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like the place was designed for halflings?
It looked like it was designed for short humans or halflings, but if they're not short, then it would make them stoop and appear smaller.
How about the beds, the size of the beds? Is that a giveaway for...
The beds are bigger than what a halfling would need, but not big enough to suit a normal size human. Okay. They sit at about 4 to 4.5 feet.
Yeah.
So if a human was in the bed, they couldn't lay straight.
Okay.
But hey, a lot of nobles skimp on their servants' quarters, and it looks like this place could house about 20 servants. In the space, you would normally house about maybe 3 to 4 house guests.
We'll take a bit of time to have a look around. I'm especially interested to see if there's like a root cellar or something like that underneath the place. But my character's not really expecting us to find much at all here.
Okay, let me just check where they have where the actual cellar is. Okay, so I now know where the cellar is. Which is hard to tell sometimes when they don't point out where things connect on the map.
Yeah.
And they have such a wonderful map for this one. Okay, so yes, looking around, there is the servant's door that leads to the manor house. The servant's door is definitely not wide enough for Scar to pass through without squeezing.
Mm-hmm.
And the windows out onto the grounds are the equivalent of arrow slits.
Really?
Yeah. No big windows for this residence. Well, for the servants anyway.
Could they actually be used as arrow slits?
They could.
So the outside wall would be sufficient to, I don't know, act as like battlements of some sort, or
it would act as a basic defense for a fortification. You could literally turn this place into a armed camp with very little effort.
Good to know. Interesting. Okay.
And I'm sure if the owners were to befall a unfortunate situation, that it wouldn't be that hard to claim it. Assuming, of course, any heirs also befell an unfortunate situation.
Oh, I'm sure it can be arranged. I mean, you know, things happen, really.
It is the Pathfinder game after all, which is why suggestions have been thrown out for party members.
Did I hear any base of operations?
Potentially.
Okay. I will approach the once we've searched the servants' quarters. We haven't found anything. We'll go to the door that leads to the manor house itself, and basically
it's hidden from the main street from a servant's hedge, which is big enough that you wouldn't see anyone walking on this side of it.
Okay.
So basically, the servants are not seen in the general day-to-day livings of the rich of the area.
Yes.
Do the job, don't get seen is part of why they hire small people.
Okay. But yes, I'll do the searching for traps and then picking the lock, because I'm assuming it's locked.
Okay, it looks very similar to the servant's door, except better made, but no traps this time. That's obviously just bits of wood sticking out like splinters that you kept sticking your finger with.
Okay. I attempt to not stick my finger with these splinters this time.
Technically, you rolled a 1 on the looking for traps.
Yeah. And I'll pick the lock if I can.
Okay.
Assuming it is locked, I'll check.
It is locked.
And I'll try to pick it.
Give me a thievery check.
Ugh. Come on, a 10. 16. So 31.
Okay, you managed to pick the lock. You can hear it click away, and as you go to push the door open, you can feel it move slightly, but there's a bar on the inside. It's been locked and barred.
The gap between the door and the jamb.
Mm-hmm.
Can we slip something in between there?
I'm sure you can. What would you like to slip between there? I don't think Scar will fit.
No. My character's got a sword, but that might be a little bit thick to be putting through the gap.
Does anyone perchance have a dagger?
I do not.
I'm pretty sure I have a staff.
I have
A what?
Staff.
I have this pretty cool.
No one's got a dagger?
I can hand my dagger to Willie.
You've just had a dagger handed to you. Hopefully
Thank you,
the
Scar.
handle, not the point.
My hand!
You can got the point, yes.
Slip the blade in, try to lift the bar on the other side.
Okay, you hear a grinding noise as you lift it up.
Is it expected?
Sort of expected. It's
Okay.
not very easy to manipulate lifting a bar with a dagger. Even if you jab the dagger with the bar, or the bar with the dagger.
So I will attempt to manipulate and lift.
Yep, you seem to have gotten it lifted over the bit, and you can hear a crunching sound as you start moving the door open.
What kind of crunching?
Well, you'd expect the other end of the bar is still hanging over the door,
Yep.
but it's not been held as tightly, so you can sort of get the door open about a foot,
Mm-hmm.
and then yank the bar out.
I will do so.
Okay, so it doesn't take you long to break into the servants' entryway, and you can see.
I hand the knife back to Scar. Thank you.
Assuming not blade first.
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, I'll just put it back into my little... It's my skinny knife anyway, so skinny dagger.
So many questions that I won't ask.
Hey, I'm a tanner, okay? That's my profession. Shush.
Okay, so yes, you find yourself in a small room with two other doors and enough room for one person to stand.
Okay. So this is really just a
Equivalent of an airlock in a house.
yeah. Right. Okay. So I will pick one of the doors.
Mm-hmm. North or east?
I'll go for north.
Okay.
Oh, which one looks best? Which one looks nicest?
Both of these look fairly plain, as they're the servants' entries.
Okay.
Servants' entries rarely look good.
So I'll do the same. So the door to the north I'll have a look at in regards to traps. Check to see if it's locked, and if it is, then I'll try to attempt to pick said lock.
Oh my god, there's no traps here whatsoever. You can tell for sure because you just got a natural 20.
Yay! I'm going to get some luck at some point, I suppose.
After getting a natural 1.
Yeah. Yes, and I will attempt to, check if it's locked.
It is not locked.
Oh, then in which case I'll open it.
As you open it, you get a waft of you smell
Corruption.
dead things.
Okay. Undead. Dead people.
You smell dead things.
I smell dead things. I'll drop into Tiger stance.
You stance well.
And I'll. And what's the light level like?
It is pretty patchy because the windows have been boarded up and the curtain shut.
So it's
Very dim.
dim. Okay,
So basically, hard chance of seeing anything. If you have dark vision, you get black and white.
and if you're in combat, you have a
Miss.
this chance of you need a 5 or better or something.
I believe that is the case as I get my
Yep.
pile of condition cards because hey, that's always handy.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll take out my my Wayfinder.
Yep.
I'll do a light spell on my one of my wraps. So I now have light.
Okay, so yes, you light up your hands. They are glowing with a inner glow. Well, technically the Wayfinder lights itself up when you do the light spell.
Oh.
That's the thing of it becomes the light, so you can put it away, pull it out. It's normally on a chain like an amulet.
Okay. Alright. So I now have a light coming from around my neck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which means it's also not flashing in your face as it's dangly down here.
So yes, I'll move into whatever this room is.
Okay, it seems to be a informal dining area with couches and a big chair.
I wonder if Willie's noticed that Jasper is either on him or has been left behind.
Well, considering he's just walked through a tight space, I'm assuming Jasper is still outside. Did Jasper leave the servants' quarters?
I mean, I was going with Willie, so probably would follow after him if he's done all his stealthy things.
Is that what you say to him? Have you done your stealthy things?
Hey, Willie!
No, I would use my perception and see that he's moved on and follow.
Sure, give me a perception roll.
So once we're in the manor house proper, I'm assuming the roof
Is taller.
becomes normal.
Yes, it's instead of being what you'd expect, about the 8 feet to 6 feet for humans, because depending on the humans, it goes out to 10 feet for this, so it is very large space.
Okay.
So much so that you and Scar feel quite out of place with this amount of headroom.
Okay. Now that we're in the manor house proper, if Jasper wants to sit on my shoulder, I'm happy for that to occur.
I roll a fortune on my perception check, so if I do notice that Willie has moved off and I follow him and he halts that, then I will do that.
Takes a while for you to notice, but by the time you do, Willie's turning around looking for Jasper and gives the offer to ride on his shoulder.
6.
So yes, you scramble past everyone else who may or may not have been following.
Well, there were people waiting outside.
Quite possibly.
Follow Willie into this room, so.
And his parry just
Well,
kind
speaking of
of
party
flex.
is always handy, right?
Is Parry just flexing for the backyard?
No, Harry's been hacking up whatever's been in his lungs lately. But no, Harry's joining the party.
For a minute there I was going to say, Parry's contracted the disease.
Oh,
Which disease? Oh, that one.
That one.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
And that one, and that one, and that one.
So have a quick look in the room, see if there's anything of note that's fairly obvious. Is there any doorways out?
Okay, into this one there is an elaborate door to the north on the other side of the seating arrangements. If this was a modern day house, you'd probably say this would be where they'd put the TV. But they have a set of framed pictures of Parry on the wall.
Really?
Seems to be, you think it's Parry, but they seem to be fairly old. Some of them look like they're dated over 100 years ago.
What the hell, Parry?
And they all look like Parry.
Oh, look, it's Madame Silhota.
And some of them even look like a female version of Parry.
Again, what
Same
the hell,
face.
Parry?
Welcome to the family tree.
Why would they have pictures of your family in their house? Do you know these people? Like,
I I don't believe Harry would know these people.
Not as far as you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And not a single one seems to have been dated in the last 50 years.
Does it have like a plaque underneath, that says, Harry, or Mr. Potter examining roses or something like that, and a naked Parry with a rose going.
I'm sure they're listed as Hotter and the Rose, Hotter and the Crystal, More Hotter.
Yes, the one. More Hotter.
Surprise Hotter.
Your family's weird.
And it's normal.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll go over to the elaborate door.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't appear to have a locking mechanism on it at all.
Alright. I'll have a search for traps, which I'm assuming.
Yep, it's got some sort of trap on it.
I'm expecting I rolled a 1, but I will see if I can't remove it regardless.
Okay, give me a removing traps roll. Thievery check.
Ooh, that's pretty good. 33.
The trap seems to have befuddled you. You can't figure out how to disarm it.
Okay.
No, you didn't fail enough to set it off, obviously, but you can't seem to figure out how to shut it down.
Alright. We'll turn around. I'll pull out a piece of chalk from my bag,
Mm-hmm.
put a big white X on the door, and then go around to the not the north, because we came in through the north door.
Yep, go around to the one to the east.
Yep.
The east servant entry.
Yep.
Okay. As you open this one, because you'd already checked. Let me see, I should have a description of this one. Room C. Okay. Okay, so as you enter this room, the smell of death and rot permeates the room. You see what appears to be 8 dead people at a dinner table, just sort of sitting there. And of the 8, you notice that 4 of them are eating the rotten food.
They're currently eating the rotten food.
Yep, as I give you all an initiative roll. Because, hey, things can go badly here.
Okay. Which dice we use? That one.
You want the ones that roll.
Well, I got 4, which is better than Lily's rolls recently. So I got a 15 for me. I was going to look up ability because I might need to do that.
Is it perception, Martin?
I will
Yes.
go with perception.
25.
25 for Jasper. Does this mean Parry's going for 35? Just to keep going with the number increases?
23 for Harry.
I don't know, letting the side down. What about Willie?
17.
Okay, so a broad range of 15 to 23. As I get some nice, interesting things ready to see what happens to you guys. What do they refer to them as? That will do.
with his friends, maybe.
Okay, so up first we have is Jasper. You're currently standing head and shoulders above everyone else. Well, Willie is quite tall compared to everyone else.
Yes. I guess that's the one benefit of being on Lily's shoulders.
You have the high ground.
I'm a good lookout.
They can't defeat you.
Until I'm not. What are these things? I'm going
They're
to
dead.
do an occult check.
Okay, give me an occult check.
Well, I can still do an occult check, right?
Yeah, you can do any sort of check you like. I'm not going to tell you otherwise.
No.
You can do you can even do a taste check if that's what you wish to do.
No, it really just does not smell great. 29?
Go over and lick them.
Okay, on a 29. Looking at them, you don't think they're a spirit, a ooze, an ethereal, astral, or an aberration of any kind. You're sure that they're none of those.
Well, at least I've ruled some things out, right?
That is correct.
Undead would probably be a religion check, wouldn't it?
Possibly, but you don't have to do that. You've still got 2 other
No.
actions.
I know. I'm gonna greet these undead and say, good tidings, lords of the map. Do they look like lords?
Well, they seem to be dressed in finery, sitting at a table.
Eating rotting
Lords
food.
eating rotting food, but hey, they're undead, so you know what, I'm not gonna judge. Yes, good day, lords and ladies of the matter. We're sorry to disturb you while you were eating.
Okay, so with that, we move over to Parry. As in, Jasper is doing a nice recital. While Parry's thinking about what he's doing, I will get Jasper to roll a persuasion roll. Or should I say diplomacy? I think it's diplomacy.
Diplomacy?
It is diplomacy.
Yep.
Okay.
Persuasion is D&D.
Non-natural 20.
Okay, so you put out this amazing alloquy of words as we move over to Parry, who I'm sure is moved by your speech.
First action is applauding the cat.
Okay, so yes, you do such a resounding clap that it echoes around the room. Would you like to enter said room? Because currently you can't see past Willie.
No, I can't. I don't really want to enter the room.
That's okay, you can stay outside and kibitz from there.
Yeah. I am... Do we end up identifying them?
You identified 4 things they were not.
Okay. I'm going to do a religion roll on to identify what the creatures are in the room.
Sure.
24.
Okay, so having a look at them, you do believe that your friend Jasper's oration was completely over their heads, as they appear to be witless wonders and barely animated corpses.
Barely animated corpses. Okay.
So, zombie time.
Yep. I really don't know rub this into Jasper for my third action. I'm going to applaud her again. I'm going to applaud him again and go, good job, Einstein. You're talking to a bunch of toddlers over there. They're zombies. I have no idea what you said.
As we move over to Willie, you've just heard them say a resounding introduction, which almost brought tears to your eyes to just be told they're dead.
I mean, at least one of us has a modicum of decency in the party, right?
That is true.
Of manners and etiquette.
I cannot disparage your attempt in any way, shape or form. There are many a time that Willie should have done exactly that and didn't. So keep up the good work.
So you say that as a turn?
Actually, yes, I will. But as I do it, I'll take a move action towards the zombies and to the side, so basically opening up the doorway for others to come in.
Okay.
And I'm looking at the zombies going, what are they doing? Like,
Well,
as in, are they coming to attack us or...
Up until now, they've been eating dead food, rotten food.
Yep.
Which brings us to Scar. What will Scar do now that he's seeing dead people?
Okay, I automatically raised with my initiative. What you raised. I've
Did you need to call it out when you roll your initiative?
it's automatic with my thing.
So it's always automatic when you do initiative?
I get to choose whether I turn on and off, that's all. So,
Which means you need to say it when you roll initiative. If it's always automatic, then even if you roll initiative to see who talks to the king first, you're in rage.
That'd be hilarious.
So I will call initiative when it's important what order things go in. And if you're always in rage, then you will always be going into rage at that point. Just to be aware that it has its pros and cons.
It's a quick technical thing, so I can, it does say I can, I can say yes or no to it, but this time I want to.
But you would also have to say yes before you found out all the details.
Apologies, that's fair enough. So, did you want me to just do a quick action now, just make it easy for everything?
You could do it as as one of your actions now if you wish to.
Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll have first action rage.
Mm-hmm.
How far away are these people from me right now? So,
Okay, you could take 2 steps and pretty much run into them. Because this place is not built for lots of space around the dining area, enough to push the chairs out, and enough for the servants to walk around the outside when they're sitting on the chairs.
Okay, and Willie doesn't attack at all.
No, Willie has commented and stepped to the side.
Okay. If there's room for it, I'll take the other side, if that makes sense.
Okay, you step in and stand to the other side of the door.
Yep, and I will just see what happens.
Okay, so you still have 1 action left.
Since no one's attacking them, I'll be reluctant that anyone wants to hit them at the moment, so I'll stop it. I'm going to roll attack on one of them, so I'll attack
Scar struck first.
That is a... Just confirm that's right. A 35 upgraded.
Okay, so definitely a critical card.
Yeah.
So definitely the critical hit, not the critical fumble. I have to make sure I read it before I go, hey, what did you do? What sort of attack is it?
It's a great sword slashing, fire on the sword, Also have the fearsome trait on the... I'm not sure if I need to be frightened, but...
Okay, as a slashing thing, you get to sever some tendons, making the target, if they still live, clumsy 1, and take a status penalty to their speed.
Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, time to roll damage. I'll use my fish dice and other dice. Yeah.
You rolled 2 fish.
1 and a 1 on the crit.
So go fish.
So that's funny. It couldn't be perfect for me, could it? So that's...
I thought that was perfect.
It's funny.
So that's 4. So that's 2, 9, 11. Still 22 points of fire magical slashing damage. Yeah.
Okay, so they seem to be particularly weak to your slashing damage, so it seems to do an extra 10 points.
Okay.
It does, yes, on zombies. And the bigger the zombie, the more damage it does.
Okay, first off,
And you believe you have bloodied the dead thing.
Okay. Star shot first. Or slash first.
Okay, so you see the 4 ones that are eating the rotten food all turn and look at Scar. And as they're turning, push away from the table, sliding their chairs out. The one in front of Scar just seems to be pushing the chair into Scar and doesn't seem to figure out it can't get up while Scar's standing behind him.
That's fair enough.
And spends 3 actions trying to push the chair out. Smart, these are not.
No.
As the other 3 get up and walk around the same way of the table, meaning only one of them can actually attack Scar.
I'll find that.
As it tries to punch you, hitting an armor class of 25.
Oh, you just caught me, I was 24. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so it does a whole 6 points of bludgeoning damage as it clenches its fist around you and reaches in and bites you.
Okay. Any saves I have to do?
What did you say your armor class was?
24.
24.
Okay, as its teeth come onto your skin, you sort of do the whole muscle bulge, and it doesn't seem to be able to break through because it just keeps popping out of its mouth.
Okay.
It got a 23.
Because that was my arm.
Okay, so you do get to make a fortitude saving throw,
That's okay, I said it.
and I'm sure you'll do dandy.
29.
You're feeling really good about that roll.
Cool, that's alright.
Okay, so that brings us round to Jasper. It's round 2. The zombies are revolting.
Quite literally. And figuratively, I guess. Kind of scoff and think, like, you know, it was so nice to them, and now they're attacking us.
Well, you did have the party attack first.
True. That is true.
And after such a resounding speech, it got spoiled by an axe to the back of one of them. Not even striking them in the front, he strikes them in the back. Okay, stab him in the back with a sword.
That's okay, I'm happy with that. Yeah.
What would you like to do? Call upon the stars to shine brightly.
Call the dragon.
Is that what they say, chasing the dragon?
No. Call the dragon. Unleash your power.
Isn't the dragon now Scar?
That is true, because I've got the dragon breath, to be honest about it. I don't want to burn this place down, so I'm going to be...
Especially while you might not be able to get out again.
That's true.
Yeah, that would suck.
I think it'd be burn more than suck.
With the knowledge that from zombies that we got from Harry, would I know if like a blinding essentially like a darkness spell would work on them, like the one that would blind their sight?
Hard to tell, as they're dead. Technically, they shouldn't be seeing anything. And like most dead things, they have a lot of immunities.
You come across creatures that have all these immunities to magic. All my debuffs.
Hey, I did remember having a enchantment character join a zombie game and not have a single thing he could cast to assist the party because they were all aggressive enchantment spells, not buffs.
Funny.
Yes, when you read the room wrong, you can definitely come up with a really interesting character.
It works well against people, maybe not so much zombies and undead and the like. Sorry, like 2 seconds. I'm just trying to look up another one.
One thing you do know is that a zombie biting something can generally recover its hit points by biting someone as they feast on them.
That's unpleasant.
That's only one target, okay.
It is, but it is an interesting effect.
I am the one that the second one that came around the table that attacked Scar. That hasn't taken any damage, has it?
None of the 3 that tried to come around the table have taken damage.
Okay.
But one of them is currently grabbed Scar.
Yes.
I'm sure you can jump on the table and attack any of the 4 if you wish to.
I don't really plan on jumping on the table at all. I don't plan on eliminating Willie's shoulder.
Just we go, Willie, save me!
It saved my kidneys.
Actually, I might have to move up if I want to do this. Actually, no, I won't. I am going to cast Protection on Willie, so you have to be a willing creature.
Are you willing? Willie is willing.
Willie is willing. You ward against, you ward a creature against harm. Sure, you're a creature. Well, you're not me, because you're not the same, you're not a furry. The target gains +1 stat bonus to armor class and saving throws.
Sweet.
You're helping.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Helping.
Nice.
Was that a 1, 2, or 3 action?
It is a 2 action.
What did you do with your last action?
Can I use... I'm just checking where I can do this.
And does protection have sustain, or is it anything else?
It is a concentrate spell.
Okay, so you're going to have to spend a action each round concentrating, or it drops.
Yes. Before I have to do that...
You don't do it this round, you do it next round.
No, I know, but I still have a...
Action left?
Yes.
Just so you know for that spell, is it, if it's heightened, you can actually do a 10-foot emulation around the target.
Yeah, I only had it in my levels of
Okay, cool.
so, yeah.
Which is why I get people to check to make sure what they prepare before the game starts.
No, that's fair. I still just think, you know, it's not.
Yeah, no, I need to start working out which ones I can hide that would be useful, like this, where it would be, that actually would be really useful to do the whole party with. But I have to touch everyone? But, I mean, that doesn't make sense though, like, if I touch
if it's an
touch
aura,
really-
it's an aura on the person you touch.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an aura,
So that
okay,
person's in the center. When it emanates from that person. Anyone within the area also gets affected, though if an undead is inside that area, the spell will fail. If it forces out certain types of creature, then it will fail if they can't be pushed out of the area, because the spell will not push them out of the area.
Oh, so like if Lily goes up to one of these creatures, it will fail?
If it was an aura and it went out 10 feet and Willie went up to a creature, yes, he would basically cause it to fail.
Right, okay, that's interesting.
It's designed as a defensive mechanism, but it can't be pushed through a creature. Once the creature breaches the bounds of the radius, it ends the spell.
Interesting, that's... If it was not, like, if it was another person, say an enemy, would they also make the spell fail like that?
If they can't approach inside the circle because of the spell, then they won't approach inside the circle.
Right, okay.
But if you force them inside the circle, you have broken the circle.
Right, okay, that makes sense.
That's generally how the auras work.
Yeah,
But if they can freely approach you, then you could freely approach them.
yeah. As my last action, I'm going to cast Guidance on Scar.
Does that require touch?
No, there's a range of 30 feet.
Okay, so you touch him from afar.
Yes.
And how does it feel? Like a slap, or a cupping, or a tweaking, or a flick?
No, it's like you know when cats like bat things, but it's like gentle. It's like that.
Okay, so it's like playing with his hair. Bat, bat,
Yeah,
bat, bat.
bat.
Okay, so Jasper has gotten off 2 spells. We're up to Parry. What would Parry like to do? Or how will Parry solve this?
How will Parry solve?
It looks like a fireball moment to me. You could hear M in the background when I said that.
Oh, sorry. that was perfect.
Licking my chops for a massive fireball.
Well, you could easily do it from outside the room and not get harmed.
Because the rest of the party will be fairly unhappy.
Yeah, I was about to say, the rest of the party inside the room will not be as happy.
I've got fire resistance at the moment, so that's okay.
Apparently Scar says it's okay.
Let me double check that. It might be next level. That's a dragon one. Okay. No, that's next level. Oh, yeah. Not resistant yet. Okay.
Yeah, you choose not to get the resistance to fire.
Yeah.
So Willie is resistant to fire.
Why am I resistant to fire?
You got the charm.
Oh, yes.
The item makes you resistant. I keep notes.
Yeah. Now, would there be a way?
There's always a way.
Yeah. So how many zombies? Like, sorry, where are all the zombies at the moment?
Okay, so the zombies are currently out of sight because you're in the corridor behind. And there are reportedly 4 of them, and they seem to be molesting Scar.
Oh.
I did not. I said no, but they wouldn't accept. Pretty much.
One of them is trying to take a bite out of him. Apparently, they're just so into him right now.
But yes, you know, you take it either way.
Okay. So, Harry's gonna come into the room.
So an action to get into the room.
Yep. And then 2 actions to cast.
Magic missile at the darkness.
So I can see them now, yes?
You can see dead people.
I can see dead people. Lovely.
And they are flailing about like drunken sailors.
As dead people do.
And they're all transfixed on Scar because apparently Scar's just got that magnetic quality. Maybe it's all that muscle to eat.
You need to work out more, Harry. Just saying.
No, I don't. Work out enough.
Well, I believe Scar would like competition for the all-you-can-eat buffet of the zombies.
Yeah.
Currently, there's no competition. Unless, of course, Scar joins their numbers. Well, pick any 2 action thing you'd like to do, or any 1 action thing you'd like to do. Or just wave obnoxiously in their general direction and see if they change targets.
Yeah. I'm going to cast first level Thunder Strike at one of them.
Thunder Strike! Is that sort of like Thundercats or Go?
Yeah. So I get a reflex saving throw.
I'm sure they will try their best. Their best was pretty good.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so that would be a... Where is the actual thing? Reflex saving throw of 23 upgraded.
23 upgraded?
Yep.
Damn, they critically succeed. My DC is 23. So that's the magic number.
No damage then, I'm assuming.
I don't believe so.
If it's the basic damage, then it is no damage on a critical success.
Yeah. So no damage.
Okay,
Isn't
so
it
yeah.
need 10 over for critical success?
It was a success upgraded.
Success upgraded, sorry, I missed that.
Natural 20.
Right.
My second one today.
Right.
Okay.
Sorry, I missed the upgraded bit. Apparently not to cut out for me.
Reaction was yelling out, hey assholes.
Okay, so apparently they weren't even that interested in parry that they ignored his spell.
Yeah.
As we move on to Willie. You're going to close in with your monkey on your shoulder?
Well, I've got that monkey on my back, yes. Is there room for me to...
If you jump onto the table.
Then I will jump onto the table.
Okay.
Acrobatics.
No need, it is a simple leap.
Even with a monkey on my back?
Even with the monkey on your back.
Okay.
Though I'm sure the monkey may get hit by a chandelier at some point.
So that's an action to jump?
Yep.
So...
Would you like to attack the one that's trying to get out in front of Scar, so Scar's only got one on him at a time?
Oh, yeah. I'll go for the opposite one.
Okay.
I will... Flurry of blows his monkey, or his zombie bottom.
Well, it'll be zombie face because he's sitting in the chair trying to push himself out.
Slash. Fuck, that's pretty good. 34 and a 36 upgraded.
Okay, so a critical success and a card critical success. Because their AC was 13.
Jesus.
Just a little something there, okay? Just a little one.
No, those
Okay.
dice rolls were monumental. Like, okay.
Okay, so after you do your crit, triple the damage.
Wow.
So,
You do your normal crit, which is double, and then triple it.
shit. Alright.
I said card carrying criticals can be very devastating as you get a hack and slash.
Okay.
So you got one standard critical and one really horrifying critical.
So the horrifying critical is 60 points of slashing damage.
60 points of slashing damage, that's the one with the by 3 afterwards. So you do
Yeah.
So yes, you hit it and it just explodes in gore all over Scar.
Sweet.
And I'm left with, because I was doing a flurry of blows, my other one was just like
You just swipe through blood and gore.
whatever's left.
And then realise none of it's on your hand anyway.
Yeah.
As you see, Scar has the outline on the wall behind him.
He's ah! So that's my go.
As it is now Scar's go, would Scar like to make a fortitude save, please?
I can do that. 21 again.
You did manage to close your mouth and eyes before blood went everywhere.
Okay. I was wondering where it was coming from. Going, hang on, I haven't do it yet. But no, it makes sense now. Okay. Now, I've got one that I've already... Is that correct?
You've got one that you stabbed in the back that Willie just disintegrated.
Oh, that one's gone.
Because that means there's only one on you now and the other two waiting for their turn because they're not smart enough to go around the table.
Okay. Is there a way I can move to be able to have two within melee range of me?
Yes, you could push Willie off the table and get there.
No, I don't want to push Willie off the table. I'll sit the one coming. Start with that one.
Okay.
31.
That is a critical hit.
Okay. Let's see if these dice work better than that. No, let's...
So I just also need to check the grab condition because you are also grabbed.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, you don't have a problem at this stage unless you try to do a manipulate action.
Okay, that's right. 13 plus, I think, 9. Right. 42 points of fire damage.
Of fire damage?
5 for my fire. When I get rage on, my weapon goes in fire.
So it's magical slashing and fire.
Because the plus 1...
Well, if it changes the damage type to fire, it doesn't become slashing.
Okay.
Which means it doesn't get the extra 10 damage.
Okay, that's fair enough. Okay. It just is, you basically just lights the sword up pretty much according to what instinct says, so...
Does it say it changes to fire damage?
It does.
then it's not slashing damage.
Okay.
Because certain things are immune to slashing damage, in which case then it's fire, not slashing.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
And it is neither immune, weakened, or strengthened against fire.
Okay, cool. So 32 points of fire damage. Yeah. Is it dead yet, or what? Is it hit again?
So you said it was 32 damage, not 42?
That's not too total with the crit.
42 total for the crit. Okay. It's bloodied, but still moving.
Okay. Awesome.
And it's still got its hand wrapped around your arm as it's trying to bite.
Uh, 20, that is. With a +1 from the guidance, that's all used up now.
Okay, on a 20 you hit, no crit.
That's fair.
Does guidance have to be used on your next action, or do you choose when you use it?
You just got one, you either choose a saving throw, one attack, or a ability check. So you get one of those, and once it's done,
Let's go.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it has to be used on your next.
Yeah, before the next turn, I believe, yeah. So,
Yeah, until the start of my next turn, yeah.
Okay.
It's 22 fire damage, man.
Okay, so it crumples under your blow.
I'm sure there's no more room on the table, so I'll try to get around.
You take a step and you're next to the other one. You still have an arm attached to your hand.
Oh, that's fair enough. That's a battle scar. I'm going with that, so yeah. That's it for more reaction.
An entire forearm is a battle scar. I like that.
Yes.
Okay, so that brings us to the zombie you've moved around to. It tries to claw you. Getting a 27. On Mark Scar.
Sorry, yes, that is sorry.
And does 12 bludgeoning damage and grabs you. Give me a fortitude saving throw.
Do that.
These are really clean.
That's a 27.
Okay. And then it tries to bite you. And fails spectacularly to the point its teeth fall out. Apparently you have too tight a skin for it, as it's now gumming you with its missing teeth. You can hear "Arr, arr, 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 arr."
Situation right here. That's all.
Disgusting.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel like overlooking. Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, hey, it is funny that it got a critical failure on trying to bite you. Because it got less than 10. Okay, the other the other one behind it is just waiting its turn. It doesn't even turn to Willie on the table. As apparently it hasn't entered its small meager mind that there is another attacker possibility. As we move to Jasper, you're on the table next to the chandelier. You can climb onto that if you wish to.
Do I reckon it will hold my weight?
It would.
Sure.
Okay,
Yep.
you climb up the chandelier. There's one action down.
Yep. I concentrate my spell on Willie.
2 actions down.
Sorry?
2 actions down.
Yep.
Touch someone up with more guidance.
Yeah, I'll touch Scar up with some more guidance.
Can you hit the same person in a short amount of time?
Can't
You got an hour before you do me again. So.
Oh, right. No, I'm sorry.
So, good touch someone else.
Good touch Willie. Bat. From afar.
Of course, Willie can't really tell the difference between which cat does it because he does get touched by cats on more than one occasion.
At least you're not screaming into my brain.
At which point Willie hears a "Welcome" in his head. As apparently he drew the attention of a being who just waited for the right moment.
Yes.
Okay, so that brings us to Parry. Apparently they are immune to magic, or at least your magic that time.
Yeah, my magic that time, yes. So there's still 3 zombies left?
There is 2 zombies left, as unless of course you count Scar covered in blood as being a zombie.
I mean, can I identify him as Scar, or...?
Easily, it's a blood-shaped scar.
Okay. So it's Scar.
With an extra arm hanging off his arm.
Actually, a couple of arms hanging off his arm.
Well, he's got teeth in one section.
Yeah.
Zombie sucking in his arm too.
Yep. And where's the other zombie?
Waiting its turn to have its feast.
At the table?
No, it's standing behind the zombie currently sucking on Scar's arm, waiting to attack Scar.
Okay, well I'm going to try and get that one away from Scar by using Gale Blast.
Okay. And so look it up to see how it's going to work, because this could be funny.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, because I know it's a little area of effect, pretty much.
Sort of sounds like the firewall problem.
It's in the Player's Court 2 book.
Wrong book?
It's a 5-foot emanation. It makes a fortitude save. So wind flows from your outstretched hands and whirls around. Actually, so it goes around me.
Okay, so you can attack both Scar and Willie with that if you wish to.
So from where I'm standing?
It's a 5-foot emanation and will hit your party.
Well, I don't really want to do that. I want to go up to the other zombie that's fighting off Scar and then cast it.
Would you like to do a jump over the table with an athletics check?
Sure. An athletics check. That is a 21.
Okay, you do this slide between Willie's legs as you roll on the table and offer as an action. You are technically close enough to Gale Blast the untouched zombie, as well as hitting Willie and Jasper.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to get a bit windy. Or should I...
You have chosen. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, the wind picks up. Jasper, Willie both get to make fortitude saving throws, as does a zombie. And the zombie will critically fail.
Oh.
I think mine's going to be just a fail. An 18.
And 18 is a fail because the DC was 20. What did Jasper get?
Fortitude.
Okay.
So you fail.
Fail.
Two fails and a critical fail.
Alright.
Roll your damage.
Roll my damage.
We just did fantastic there, guys.
Well, at least it's only a D6.
3d6.
Oh yeah, I did see that last bit. It is 3d6.
Because the cantrip is heightened to 3rd level.
As you're getting very windy over there.
Yep. So everyone takes. Willie and Jasper take 9 points of damage.
With lots of rotten food in the face.
Yep. And they get pushed 5 feet away from me.
And they get pushed off the table on the side of Scar.
Yep.
If I'm clinging to the chandelier, do I get knocked off the chandelier?
You do.
Yeah.
And then the zombie takes 18 points of damage and gets pushed 10 feet away from me.
Okay, let me have a quick look at the map. Okay, there's a shattering of windows as you throw it outside.
Whee!
I thought all the windows were all boarded up.
They were, but when you do enough damage when you throw something against it, he broke the window and the covering. He's just that good.
I am the roughest wizard known to man.
Okay, Willie, you're prone on the other side of the table next to Scar.
I fell over.
You were thrown off the table.
No chance of keeping my feet. I did fail a fortitude save.
You did fail a fortitude save, so you had braced yourself and got lifted off your feet and dumped.
Alright, I guess I'll get up.
So that one action, you're up.
Alright, I gotta get back on the table to fight the zombie.
You do.
Alright, so I do that.
You easily get onto the table.
So now I have one
Action.
action left. So I'll do what's called a tiger slash.
Is that the double slash?
No, it's a single slash. It does significantly more damage. So 33.
33 is a critical hit.
So I will do. They can't bleed, can they?
No.
They're dead. Yeah. All right.
Bleeding is impossible on something that has no respiratory system or blood flowing.
So basically, I shove it back 5 feet, assuming it's still alive. So it'll take 8, 16, 21 points of slashing damage. And it would be bleeding lots and lots.
And with the critical, was that doubled?
Oh, 21, no, 42. You're quite right, sorry.
Okay, so it seems bloodied as you punch it so hard it flies out the window,
Slash.
leaving parts of its fingers behind as it tried to grab onto Scar.
So now we've got 2 zombies outside.
Yep, and no zombies inside.
Okay.
As we turn to Scar, someone has punched your opponent out the window.
Wow. 1 second. Just double checking this feet.
Yes, it still has 5 toes.
Yeah, I just gotta make sure this. Okay, I'm going to. Both of them at the same window or just one?
Both were thrown out the window. Parry did one, and Willie did the other.
Okay, I'll do a summon charge, which is a 2-action thing.
Yep.
It's on page 141. Players. It basically means I can do a double dash and do a hit at the end.
Okay, so who are you? What page did you say?
141 of Players Core.
Who are you attacking?
One of the zombies outside. So.
So you're going to go out the window?
Yep.
So you're jumping out the window?
It's kind of usual. This one you can, there's some charge you can burrow, climb, flying. Yeah.
Do you have burrowing, climbing, or flying, or swimming?
No.
Because basically, I would say going through the window would be a climb because the windows are not particularly wide. Easy enough for a normal person to fit through, but you would be squeezing, so I don't believe you can sudden charge through the window. She's down in the bedroom. So, as interesting as that is, I don't believe it's appropriate at this stage.
You can ask these questions. Yeah, look. Can I stand at the window with the window that I'm out of and actually hold a two action move like attack on him? Just move to the window and then hold a two action attack in case they come to the window?
No, because you can only spend 2 actions to hold a single action. So ready in action is a 2 action thing, and it can only use a single action for the ready.
So if I move with 1 action move to the window and then use my other 2 actions, hold an attack when I come in range. Would that work? Yeah?
So you holding a single action?
Yeah, a single action, yeah.
Then you can do that, yes.
Okay, cool. So that's pretty much what I get the window properly on.
Well, you are a big boy after all.
No, that's fair enough, that's fair enough.
Just, aid, escape, indirect, ready. So is a 2 action. You prepare the use action that will occur outside your turn. Choose a single action or free action you can use and designate a trigger. So what is your trigger?
As soon as they come in, the zombies come in within melee range, attack one. Whether it's one or the other. Yeah.
Okay, well, basically the trigger would be a zombie comes into melee range.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Because if you specify a particular zombie, even if you specify something else later, if that particular zombie doesn't come into range, it doesn't trigger.
Yeah, just spray zombie that comes in.
Yeah. The idea is it's supposed to be a very simple trigger, and you specify the trigger, and it works exactly as you specify.
Cool.
Which means if you say something comes through the door,
One of the players.
it could even be harsh words coming through the door. Like I said, if you're not specific, triggers don't work very well. I didn't trigger harsh words. Okay, so your action would be a sword swing at it, I believe.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so it is zombies go. One of them spends an action getting up and an action trying to crawl through the window because that's 2 different actions. As it triggers Scar Sing, would Scar like to use his reaction now?
I will show.
Because if he didn't choose to use this reaction, he would then lose the reaction.
Yeah. That's a 27 total.
Because the idea is if you don't actually use it, when you trigger, it's gone. No matter who triggers it. So you get a critical hit.
Yep.
Just keep trying to remind people how the rules work.
Yep. 36 fire damage, right?
Okay, you basically burn it to a crisp. And the last one gets up and climbs through the window over its burning friend and gets 1 swing on Scar.
That's fair enough.
And apparently the dice have rules that you're not going to get hit today, as it got a whole 13. So I believe that makes it a critical miss.
He's correct.
I will give you a reaction if you'd like to take it.
Can I swing again?
You can swing again.
Yeah, okay. I'll do that.
Because if I look at it, I don't believe it uses up your reaction to do the Oh no, sorry, you've used your reaction.
Okay, yeah, so...
Because you readied it, use the reaction.
What can I do to it?
You can't do anything to it because technically you've already reacted because you had a readied action.
So it's critical miss.
Its critical miss means that I'm going to say that it manages to punch the table instead of you.
That's fair enough. I can hear him. I'm happy with that.
And you can hear its bone cracking in a very Willy familiarity sort of way, making Willy's hand start to twitch outrageously.
Character's like,
As you can see, the pulpiness of its hand being something you do remember vividly.
yes.
Which then brings us to Jasper. You're on the ground. You were on the chandelier, you now have the low ground.
Very disgruntled by this.
I wanna swing from the chandelier.
Very, very funny bard, not bard.
Just a little bit high on my pitch. It's okay. Chill yourself right and all that side for you.
Yeah, we can give him a big. And if you saw how much he coughs up a lung after doing that too. I get up. I concentrate my spell, Lily, again.
Beep. So that's 2 actions.
Yeah, that's 2 actions.
And your last action. You can't touch Willy, you can't touch Scar, but you can touch up Parry. I'm sure he'll get a smile on his face if you do.
Touchy.
I don't know Parry like that yet. Probably, thankfully. So yeah, sure. Let's cast guidance on Parry.
I believe under Parry's ideal there are no bad touches.
Well, it's a mental or a ranged touch. Bat. It's a good measure.
Okay, so Parry, you've just been cat battered, and you feel good. Great, even.
Awesome.
And there is one zombie looking like it's mashed its hand not that far from you.
Oh. Just the one zombie?
There's only one zombie left in the room.
Only one zombie left in the room. Alright. Then, let's just throw some frostbite at it.
Is there a saving throw or is it an attack roll?
It is a saving throw. So, fortitude save for the zombie.
Fortitude save for the zombie, I believe it passes on a 25.
Yes, it does.
Zombies have a good fort.
Mm-hmm. It takes half damage. Mm-hmm. Mm, 5 points of cold damage.
Okay. You see it get some frostbite.
Oh.
Apparently you beat back with frost. It is. How many actions do you have left?
1.
What do you do with your last action?
I cast shield.
Okay. You have shield up. It is Willie's turn. There is one left behind who has a mangled hand. You mangle the rest of him. Give me an attack roll. Is it a Hadouken type thing with 2 punches? I would have thought so.
22.
That's a hit.
And a 24.
And a crit. Roll those for you, I believe.
So I'll do 13 with the non-crit and 26 with the crit.
Okay, so with a stellar swing in the end there, you make that one pop as well.
But he doesn't explode and spread blood all over Scar this time.
Well, his head sort of explodes with the punch backwards out the window.
Okay.
Mainly because Scar was standing behind the one you exploded last time. It was pretty easy to cover him with it, but now you just painted the lawn outside with zombie brains.
Excellent.
As we drop out of combat. And as we are past 10:30, that might be a good time to say, we'll see what happens next when we return in a fortnight.
Sounds good to me.
Next time on Friday's Pathfinder.
Before we pull up, while I remember, because we're out of combat now, Willie loses his shit at parry.
It was a scarred attacking person. Oh.
I was like, what did I do?
You cast a spell on me, you knocked me down, you caused me and just per damage when there was no need for it. Except my character's a whole lot more.
If you guys are gonna be sour kittens.
My character is a whole lot more vocal and probably throws in swear words and I don't know, shakes his fist at you and all other sort of unhappy, aggressive things that people do when they're...
Do you throw in unbecoming of a Pathfinder?
Yeah, no, my character's not that way. But yeah, if he was that way, he would. No.
Harry will respond with just sit still and we'll do some aid on you and Jasper to heal you guys back the hit points that you took off.
Yes. Good touch faster than bad touch.
I'm just going to cough and just look at Willie and just with the whole zombie stuff all around the Scar, and I just cough and give him a look of like, really? That's like, you can find me back in traffic. I thought, really? And I was like, I almost had to swallow one of those.
I just don't know my own strength. You know, when you're as powerful as me, this sort of stuff happens. What can I say? Sorry, buddy.
Can we close my mouth? That's all I'm going to ask. So.
Hey, there was always the saying of paint the town red. He went for, paint the town sort of reddy
I
black.
haven't played this one in a while. Great.
Yes.
Okay.
So I forgot till after I realised I didn't remove my temporary hit points as well from... yeah. I'll let you know how much I left.
All good.
So...
I trust you to sort those things out properly.
That's okay. I had a bit of a forgetful night, so...
We all have nights like that.
Mm.
Hey, at least there was no fireball incident, even though the GM keeps trying to suggest it.
I thought about it.
I want to do it one day.
I thought about it. I was like, oh. And then I thought, no, I'll burn the whole house down.
One day, his dream will come true.
Yeah.
But the only thing that did stop me was the fact that I'm like, yeah, we're in an old wooden house. This is not going to end well. We probably need to investigate this house more.
Yeah.
Especially if they go, we could have turned this into a mansion, except we burnt it down.
We burnt it down. Yes.
5 hit points now instead of 113, so...
All good.
So we'll let you know next session. I'll record on my sheet, so...
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we go to end credits?
No.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Starting up the music for tonight again.
Scar's next musical signal is Zombies Out the Window. Be recorded next week for next session.